In an increasingly crowded and noisy business world, how can a small business make a big impact without a massive budget? The answer lies in guerrilla marketing, a bold, effective, and secret weapon designed for entrepreneurs who want to make a strong impression at minimal cost. These are not cheap tricks, but 17 proven tactics that have helped small brands achieve remarkable breakthroughs amidst larger players. If you think marketing is only for those with money,
get ready to be convinced otherwise. So are these guerrilla tactics strategic power moves or just temporary gimmicks? Let's break down each tactic in a practical and sharp way, from Otodo, guerrilla-style video marketing, to the power of the handwritten card. Tactic 1, Otodo, online to offline to online. One of the most unique and underused strategies is Otodo, online to offline to online. This tactic helps businesses create a seamless experience chain, starting from online engagement, activating offline interaction, then bringing customers back to the digital space. The power of this strategy lies in increasing multi-channel touchpoints, embedding the brand into the customer's mind without overspending. It forms the foundation for building natural, deep, and personalized trust throughout the sales process. The implementation is simple yet strategic. Offer a small deal, such as free plus shipping, to collect email addresses and physical mailing details. Then, send a physical gift. It could be a notebook, a book, a sample, something tangible. This way, you create a highly personalized experience that enhances brand recall. When they receive it, include a link or an invitation to return to your website to continue the purchase journey. What makes this tactic special is that you don't need to go broad. Target a small but high-quality and potential audience. From this list, continue with an online retargeting campaign, where costs are extremely low and conversion rates are extremely high. Otodo creates a closed-loop marketing cycle, enabling multi-channel access and keeping customers within your influence consistently. A smart, flexible, and highly effective tactic for businesses of any size. Tactic 2, natural video marketing. Video is a sharp weapon in the marketing world, and when used properly, it becomes an excellent lever for emotional connection. With guerrilla marketing, you don't need professional equipment, just a phone and good lighting. Tell real stories, capture behind-the-scenes moments, answer questions, or share genuine feelings. Today's customers crave authenticity over perfection, and you are the one to deliver that. Real people, real work, real emotions. When using videos in this style, you're not just building content, you're building trust. Showing up frequently, with positive energy and a clear message, creates a sense of closeness. You can post on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or even live stream to connect in real time. This is how you humanize your brand, making customers feel like they're talking to a person, not a lifeless logo. A useful tip is to pair videos with a clear call to action. Subscribe for offers, leave an email, or share the video. What matters isn't fancy production, but a message that strikes the customer's emotions. In the digital era, the winner is the one who dares to show up, to tell stories, and to give value. Guerrilla video marketing doesn't require a big budget, just a sincere heart and a bit of creativity can transform your business. Tactic 3, story sequence ads. Instead of blasting single standalone ads, turn your ad campaign into a connected story. This is the strategy of storytelling through selective sequential ads. The first video acts as the opener, making viewers curious, stopping them, and urging them to watch more. Once they watch one part, you retarget them to see the next. This helps you build an ongoing conversation instead of just a one-way echo. With each touch point, you're not only reminding customers about your product, but also deepening their understanding and liking. Once inside the story chain, customers see you as familiar and trustworthy. Ad costs drop significantly because you only retarget people who are already interested, meaning they've passed the mental filter. Each part of the sequence serves a purpose: raising awareness, sharing benefits, overcoming objections, calling to action. It's a powerful sales script. The biggest advantage? Sustainable trust. Sequenced ads let you gradually build relationships instead of forcing them. With one solid video, you can split it into 3 to 4 parts, each tackling one psychological aspect of the customer. On platforms like YouTube, setting up such a sequence is very easy. Facebook supports it too. though audience setup needs to be more precise. Regardless, this remains one of the most effective ways to tell stories, to sell, to nurture potential customers. Tactic 4, omnipresence. Be everywhere. One of the best feelings in marketing is when a customer says, "I see you everywhere." That is omnipresence, the complete visibility of your brand in the eyes of the customer. You don't need to dominate the whole market, just stay top of mind with your target audience. Use smart retargeting. When they visit your site, you reappear through Facebook, YouTube, Google Display Network at super low cost because you only target those who know you. Repetition builds memory, and memory builds trust. In marketing, this is called the frequency effect. The more times customers see you, the more they trust you. Not because you're famous, but because you consistently show up at the right place and time. It's a subconscious penetration strategy. With just a few dollars a day, you can control this experience without expensive mass advertising like TV or radio. Guerrilla marketing is about doing less, but hitting deeper. Imagine this. Someone visits your site, then sees your post on Facebook, your video on YouTube, and your banner on a news site. It's a move that doesn't let them escape from you, but doesn't annoy them either. You're not intrusive. You're just always present when they need you. Become an invisible but ever-present expert. This is a big advantage for any small business, maximizing every visit, every view. Tactic 5, promotional merchandise. Promotional merchandise may sound traditional, but it's never lost its effectiveness. A t-shirt, coffee mug, or canvas bag printed with your logo can turn customers into mobile brand ambassadors. It's not just for style, it's about spreading recognition, letting others repeatedly see your brand. When done well, each item becomes a mobile marketing tool that requires no ongoing budget. T-shirts are the easiest and most common starting point. Platforms like Printify or Printful allow you to design, print, and ship without inventory. You can sell them or bundle them with purchases. The surprising effect is when customers proudly wear your logo. It's not just an item, but a spiritual commitment to your brand. This emotional hit makes customers feel they belong to the community you've created. Don't forget to get creative. Instead of a dry logo, print inspirational, humorous, or unique messages. Fun breeds sharing. When people post photos wearing your shirt, you gain free UGC, user-generated content. That's an extremely valuable media asset. Guerrilla marketing is about sparking viral effects with simple, unexpected, smart tactics. A $5 shirt can bring in hundreds in brand value. Tactic 6, lumpy mail, emotionally tactile letters. In an era where email inboxes are overflowing, receiving something through postal mail is truly surprising. That's the power of lumpy mail, bulky, tactile, touchable, and feelable. Imagine a customer opening a box to find a small book, a humorous item, or a little gift with a personalized message. You don't need to send this to thousands, just select 20 to 50 high-quality prospects. This tactic is especially effective in B2B, when targeting businesses, directors, or high-value clients. A small box, a few handwritten lines, and a product-related item that can change the entire impression. People always remember those who put in real effort to create unique experiences. Lumpy mail is not just a letter. It's a visual, tactile, emotional treat all at once. An experience no one just scrolls past. Combine lumpy mail with a clear CTA. Visit our website to receive your next gift, or scan this QR code to watch your personalized video. This is the Ototo loop again, but now with deeper impact through physical touch. While people are bombarded with digital ads, you step outside the screen and into their hands. That's how guerrilla marketing wins, not through noise, but by doing it right. Tactic 7, printed materials. In the digital era, physical items are increasingly precious. A handbook, a small guide, or printed materials don't just convey information, they deliver emotion. When a customer holds a piece of content you created, they feel seriousness, value, and commitment. That's how you build the image of a true expert. Printed materials are like upgraded business cards, not just to remember, but to keep and pass on. You don't need to write 50,000 words to publish something. Just 10 to 20 pages of focused, concise content with good design and neat printing are enough. What matters is the message and the value it carries. You can use it as a lead magnet at events, a gift during client meetings, or include it in shipping packages. The recipient will appreciate and remember you as a guide, not just a salesperson. It's a handmade tactic with long-term impact. If you're not into writing, record your thoughts and hire someone to transcribe, or collaborate with a copywriter. What you need is core knowledge and genuine passion. Printed materials help you make a lasting impression on desks, in folders, and sometimes in the customer's heart. They'll remember you as someone who helped, inspired, and delivered real solutions. That's guerrilla marketing. Simple, deep, and timeless. Tactic 8. Car wrap advertising. Turning your everyday vehicle into a moving billboard is a truly guerrilla tactic. You don't need extra ad budgets. Just apply a logo, message, or hotline onto your car. This is especially effective in residential areas, small cities, or industrial zones. Every time you park or drive, you're silently promoting your brand. Reminder, drive legally and politely, because now you are the living representative of your brand. Tactic 9. Handwritten notes. In the digital age, handwritten letters have become unusual, and that very oddity makes them powerful. A few handwritten lines to a customer not only surprise them, but also show genuine care. This isn't a gimmick, it's the art of connection. Even if your handwriting is messy, customers will still feel the thought behind it, and that's what sets you apart from the crowd. Guerrilla marketing is doing what others won't. You can write a thank you after a purchase, a congratulatory note for a special occasion, or simply say we appreciate your presence. Each handwritten letter is a subtle mark showing you're human, not just a brand. In a world ruled by texts and emails, handwritten notes are a rare emotional experience. And sometimes it's the small gestures that create the strongest loyalty. That's how guerrilla marketing works, quietly but deeply. Tactic 10. HARO, help a reporter out. HARO is a free marketing tool that few use correctly. It's a platform connecting journalists looking for sources with you, someone with practical expertise. All you have to do is sign up, receive daily emails about media inquiries, and respond with your expert insight. If selected, your name and business appear in major publications, earning instant credibility without paying for ads. Guerrilla marketing is about using what's available wisely. Being featured in top outlets like Forbes, Entrepreneur, or Business Insider lets you wear the expert badge and rapidly build trust with potential customers. You can then showcase those media quotes on your website, in your marketing materials, or during business pitches. HARO offers a highly effective PR method, no budget required. Just reply on the right topic at the right time with a compelling pitch, and you could be seen by millions. Guerrilla marketing is smart action with available tools. Tactic 11. Multiple contact methods. Don't make customers struggle to contact you. Guerrilla marketing is not just about attraction, but also about making it as easy as possible for customers to say, I want to buy. Be present on multiple channels: phone, email, Facebook, Instagram, live chat on your website, or even WhatsApp or Zalo. Each customer has their preferred communication method. The more flexible you are, the easier it is to convert. Remove all communication barriers. Customers are not patient, and if you don't respond quickly, your competitors will. Tactic 12. Press releases. Press releases are a long-standing guerrilla tool that remains highly effective. When you have an event, product launch, workshop, or social activity, don't hesitate to write a concise release and send it to local media outlets. Journalists are always looking for content. You don't need to write anything fancy. Just be honest, structured, and send it to the right contact. If published, you'll receive thousands of free impressions and extremely credible media exposure. Besides print newspapers, you can also reach out to radio stations, online news sites, or even local podcasts. The key is to choose the right time and ensure the event has a newsworthy angle, either community value or an element of surprise. Guerrilla marketing isn't just about visibility. It's about being visible at the right place, right time, and for the right reason. When customers see your name in the press, you naturally become an authority figure. And that's something no ad can buy. Tactic 13. Free training. One of the most effective ways to build trust and authority is to teach others something valuable. Hosting free training sessions, whether offline locally or online via Zoom, is a great tactic to showcase your expertise and your product. Just pick a small but practical topic like how to photograph products with a phone, or 3 steps to stop puppies from chewing things, and you'll attract dozens of potential customers. Make sure you're not just teaching for fun. Have a clear strategy. Share the basics, then introduce advanced solutions
Available in your product or service. This is the give first, receive later model that works exceptionally well. When you're the first to provide real value,
you become the one they want to continue working with. Guerrilla marketing isn't about budget, it's about making a lasting impression through value delivery. And nothing is more valuable than helping someone achieve what they desire. Tactic 14, giveaway contest. Everyone loves gifts, but in guerrilla marketing, giveaways must be intentional. Make sure the prize you offer is directly related to your product, service, or industry. If you're a photographer, don't give away an iPad. A free photo shoot or print voucher is more precise. That way you filter for true potential customers instead of freebie seekers. Design a smart contest structure. Like, share, comment with intent, or fill out a form with email to build your list. Then nurture this group via email, retargeting, or special offers. A contest isn't just a viral campaign, it's a gateway that attracts and leads customers into your ecosystem. Guerrilla marketing uses community buzz to amplify the message, but with conversion-focused control. Give the right gift, hit the right target, harvest real results. Tactic 15, content marketing. In a noisy world, those who provide valuable information are the ones who lead. Content marketing is the most cost-effective, long-term, and impactful strategy. Start with what you know. Share knowledge via articles, videos, or podcasts. It can be how-tos, insights, market analysis, anything that adds value. When you give high-quality content, you become known as a real expert, not just a salesperson. Don't think you have to be a writer. Just explain things clearly, briefly, and to the point. Maybe you're better at talking, then record a video. Like storytelling, start a podcast. Prefer writing? Launch a blog. Every article, every clip becomes a digital asset that lives forever, continuing to reach new customers for years. Guerrilla marketing is about consistently creating content without a massive budget. Link your content to actions, download the guide, claim your offer, book a free consultation. Every piece of content should lead somewhere. When you consistently give value
first, customers will come to you. That's how you sell without selling. Guerrilla content marketing isn't just a side strategy, it's the foundation for building a strong brand in the digital era, creating trust and extending the customer journey. Tactic 16, barter/contra deals. When you don't have a budget, use your skills to get what you need. This is a core guerrilla marketing principle, trading value instead of money. You can offer marketing services to a print shop in exchange for printed materials, or design a website for a photo studio in return for a brand photo session. This isn't just cost saving, it's about building strategic partnerships for mutual growth. The secret to success: choose partners who don't compete with you, but serve the same target audience. Trading value doesn't lower your worth. In fact, it shows you're flexible, creative, and practical. After the collaboration, you might get referred to their customers too, expanding your network without spending anything. Guerrilla marketing doesn't need big resources, just a deep understanding of your own value and how to share it with the right people. Tactic 17, Facebook ads, effective advertising. Advertising doesn't have to be expensive. Facebook ads, if used properly, are one of the most powerful and budget-friendly tools. You can start with just $3 to $5 per day. Target the right audience by age, location, interests, and behavior. You can reach with extreme precision. Don't advertise vaguely. Solve a specific problem, offer clear benefits, and include a compelling call to action. Then use retargeting to reach those who interacted, visited your site, or watched your videos. This is the lowest cost, highest return segment. Combine your ads with content, lead magnets, or video strategies from earlier tactics. Guerrilla marketing doesn't mean avoiding ads. It means knowing how to use them the right way, at the right time, with the smallest budget and biggest effect. Every dollar spent is trackable and improvable. Smart ads are a rapid growth accelerator. Conclude. Guerrilla marketing doesn't require a big budget. It demands flexible thinking, bold action, and a deep understanding of customer behavior.
From heartfelt handwritten notes to lean retargeting campaigns, from self-recorded videos to the multi-touch O-Toto strategy, every one of the 17 tactics above holds unique power when implemented correctly. Remember, success doesn't come from being the loudest. It comes from consistent, silent impact delivered to the right person at the right time. Start with what you have, act with full dedication, and you'll see that marketing is no longer a cost, but a high-return investment. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. 2025 is the year of bold transformation in the marketing world, where AI is no longer just a tool, but is reshaping the entire game. As traditional strategies gradually reveal their limitations, a new generation of smart, controversial, and groundbreaking tactics is emerging. From prioritizing content quality over quantity to building a tribe instead of individual customers, and from viral short videos to leveraging interest graphs to hack growth. Are you ready? Because if you don't catch this wave, it will drown you. And surprisingly, the starting point is a short video on your phone. So what are the 5 best marketing strategies for 2025? And are they truly effective or just another fleeting hype wave? Let's explore from technological foundations to consumer psychology in each strategy, starting with the one changing the world, AI. Strategy 1, leveraging artificial intelligence, AI. Artificial intelligence is becoming an indispensable tool in modern marketing strategies. AI helps marketers not only save time, but also speed up the entire creative process. From brainstorming ad ideas to writing content and analyzing feedback, all can now be done within minutes. More importantly, AI does not replace humans, but amplifies strategic thinking. Those who use AI effectively are those who know how to ask the right questions. It is a tool to help you work faster and smarter, not to replace your work entirely. One of the most common applications is using AI to generate advertising content. You can prompt AI to write a product introduction in specific formats such as pass, problem, agitate, solve. If you're not satisfied, you can refine your prompt, add context, and get a new draft. AI is the ideal tool for kickstarting creative processes quickly. While it doesn't replace the refined editing of marketers, it gives you a 70% complete foundation, saving significant initial effort. It's important to note that AI doesn't always produce accurate results. It can create misinformation or unverified content, especially when not given enough input data. Marketing requires accuracy in facts, context, and user insights, which AI cannot currently identify on its own. Therefore, using AI must come with careful review and editing. AI is most effective when you control it, not when left unchecked. Treat AI as a strategic assistant, not the final decision maker. Another limitation is that most AI models are only updated with data up to 2021, making them less sensitive to new trends. Marketing changes rapidly, quarterly, even weekly. If marketers don't manually check and update their information, they can fall behind. Thus, AI must be combined with real-world research and feedback from actual users. Only by combining AI's speed with human empathy can you create a strategy that's fast, deep, and flexible enough to truly break through. A standout strength of AI is personalization. You can create content tailored to specific customer segments simply by modifying the prompt. From emails and ad templates to video scripts, everything can be quickly customized. This allows you to deploy large volumes of content while maintaining high personalization, significantly improving conversion rates. In a competitive market, the ability to speak specifically to each person is a critical edge. However, to maximize AI's effectiveness, you must master prompt engineering, the skill of asking the right questions. The clearer, more specific, and better directed your prompt is, the more accurate the results. Instead of giving vague commands, you should describe the context, tone, target audience, and expected outcomes in detail. This is the difference between a basic user and a true expert. Strong prompting not only requires technique, but also deep understanding of your audience and campaign goals. Strategy summary. AI is not a miracle, but it is a great tool when used correctly. It helps speed up processes, reduce costs, and expand creative capabilities. AI doesn't replace marketers, it doubles their power. Start today by learning tools like ChatGPT, improving your prompt skills, and combining them with real-world strategy. In 2025, those who master AI will always be one step ahead in any campaign. Strategy 2. Prioritizing content quality. In the age of information overload, high-quality content is no longer a choice, it's a survival condition. Consumers are increasingly discerning, with less time and more options. If you don't grab their attention in the first 3 seconds, you'll lose them forever. A sharp article, an inspiring video, or a headline that hits the right insight, these will stand out against hundreds of generic posts. The difference lies in quality, not quantity, and quality is the weapon of long-term players. The 3 core criteria of high-quality content are relevance, value, and engagement. Relevant content hits the reader's psychology, making them feel, "This is for me." Valuable content teaches something or inspires. Not boring means you must be creative in expression. Don't let your content pass by like everything else. Evoke emotions and prompt action. That's true quality. Many successful content creators no longer follow rigid posting schedules. Instead, they post only when the content is truly strong and engaging. This doesn't mean laziness, it's strategy. One good piece can spread for a month, while 10 bland ones may yield nothing. But remember, quality does not mean perfectionism. Don't wait until it's perfect to post. Nothing ever is. Only post what's worth launching. For beginners, a practical approach is create a lot. Don't fear being bad. Don't fear making mistakes. You can't make quality content without going through the messy production phase. Like building muscle. The more you write, shoot, and speak, the better you'll get. Quantity builds the foundation for discovering your style, formats, and tone. Then you filter, retain the best, and scale it. From that, quality arises through experience. A model to apply right away. Fast execution, fast measurement, fast improvement. Start by publishing quickly made content, then analyze audience feedback. Based on the results, upgrade and refine it into a higher quality version. This is a sustainable content creation process, saving time while maximizing efficiency. Don't aim for a masterpiece from the first draft. Let the market be your radar. Don't confuse quality with high budget. A great video can be filmed on a phone, as long as it delivers the right insight and emotion. A tweet can go viral if it's sharp and timely. You don't need expensive equipment. You need a different perspective and deep customer understanding. The core of quality content is truth, care, and persistence. Start with what you have. Do your best, then improve with every test. Strategy 3, tribe building. Creating a loyal community. In an era where customer trust is increasingly difficult to earn, the tribe, the community, is a sustainable goldmine. A tribe is not just a group of customers, but people who share the same values, voice, and belief in you. They don't just buy, they protect the brand, share the content, and become your most valuable living assets. A loyal community cannot be copied. It's a lasting competitive edge that money can't buy. When you create a space where people feel heard, empowered, and valued, you become a center of influence. You're no longer a seller, you become a leader. From there, trust is reinforced with every interaction. Tribe members turn into evangelists, voluntary ambassadors. They don't just buy products, they protect your message, spread your values, and bring new people into the ecosystem you've built. A tribe is different from a fan page. A tribe is a two-way connection where users not only receive but contribute. It's a value exchange loop. You provide knowledge and inspiration. They respond, ask questions, interact, and those responses help you understand your audience better, improve your products and content. A tribe creates a continuous feedback loop between you and the market. In a chaotic world, those with communities have the most reliable radar. The shift from social graph, relationships based on connections, to interest graph, relationships based on interests, is a major turning point. Today, people no longer consume content just because someone they know shared it. They actively seek information based on passion. Someone who loves marketing will look for videos, blogs, and podcasts about marketing, then connect with others who share that interest. This helps tribes form naturally, as long as you show up in the right place, at the right time, with the right content. Building a community doesn't require thousands of people at the start. Begin with 10 genuinely interested individuals. Invite them to a Facebook group, host a Zoom Q&A, send regular emails asking for feedback. What matters most is your presence, not just to speak, but to listen. A community doesn't form from one-way content. It requires dialogue, sharing, and consistent presence from the leader. The more value you give, the more authentic connections you attract. A strong community needs 3 key elements: valuable content, regular interaction, a connected culture. Content attracts, interaction retains, and culture turns members into inseparable parts. Set clear principles, encourage sharing and feedback. A community grows not because of tools, but because of your sincerity and commitment. Don't manage a community like a list. Nurture them like real people. Establish rituals for your tribe. Tuesday live streams, Friday podcasts, Monday morning quick Q&A. These habits attach your tribe to your brand as part of their lives. When they look forward to your new content like a favorite TV episode, you've won. Communities thrive on rhythm, and the leader is the one who maintains that rhythm consistently. Consistency creates habit. Habit creates connection. Ultimately, the greatest benefit of a tribe is control. You're no longer dependent on ads, algorithms, or external platforms. You have your own ecosystem where you control the connection. When customers become part of a community, they're not easily lost. And that is how you build sustainable growth, unshaken by outside changes. A loyal community is the most solid foundation for any long-term brand. Strategy 4. Video. The core format of now and the future. Video is not the future. Video is the now. More than just a content format, video is the most direct and powerful way to connect with viewers. Voice, facial expression, body language all create a real, lively, trustworthy feel beyond any written word. When you show up in video, you're not just sharing information, you're building relationships. That's why video consistently achieves the highest engagement, retention, and conversion rates across all formats. According to statistics, over 86% of businesses use video as part of their marketing strategy. 87% of marketers say video helps increase traffic, and 81% confirm that video directly impacts sales. Notably, the average user watches up to 19 hours of online video per week, and this number keeps growing. That means if you're not using video, you're out of the game. If you are, use it more and smarter. A massive advantage of video is reusability and multi-channel distribution. A long video can be broken into short clips, turned into blog posts, social media content, or audio for podcasts. You produce once, but distribute across platforms. This is how to scale your reach without doubling your workload. Smart content is content that can be infinitely repurposed. Don't think you need a fancy studio or professional gear to create video. A phone with decent lighting and clear audio is enough for quality content. What matters is a clear idea and strong message. Viewers don't expect perfection. They want authenticity, value, and sincerity. What they seek is trust, not flashy effects. A practical video strategy: produce one long video per month, 5 to 10 minutes. Then break it into 10 to 15 short clips to post gradually throughout the month. This way, you build long-form content, boosting trust while maintaining frequent presence, boosting reach. Use editing tools or AI like Opus Clip or Descript for quick processing. Long video is the root, short video is the bait. Combining both is the formula for sustainable growth. To boost efficiency, maximize AI support. From writing scripts, crafting titles, generating thumbnails to auto-subtitling. Tools like ChatGPT, Canva, Pictory, and CapCut save you hours while maintaining high content quality. When you combine creative thinking with smart tools, you don't just create better videos, you create breakthrough production processes. Strategy 5. Short video shorts, the ultimate growth format. Short videos under 60 seconds are currently the top tactical weapon for platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Why? Easy to watch, easy to share, easy to go viral. Users want fast content. You have to be faster. A small tip, a sharp insight, a concise piece of advice can attract thousands of views in just a few hours. Especially now, algorithms are prioritizing this format. Leveraging shorts is the fastest way to increase presence and reach new customers. If you've never created video, shorts is the perfect starting point. No need for editing skills, just a phone and a clear message. Start with quick share clips, like helpful tips, customer stories, product feedback. The more authentic, the better. Then, track performance and optimize. Shorts not only help you go viral quickly, but also train your on-camera skills and give you deeper understanding of viewer preferences. Prioritize platform selection. YouTube Shorts. It's the only place that supports short videos well while also converting viewers into stable subscribers. You can lead them from a 15-second video to a 10-minute one, then to a landing page or sales channel. When you use Shorts as the gateway and long video as the retention layer, you've created a complete funnel without spending on ads. This is the smartest content growth strategy of 2025. Conclusion. Not every strategy suits everyone, but at least one of these 5 is the growth key for you in 2025. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, just start, even small. Use AI as your right hand, prioritize quality content, build a real community, leverage long-form video, and break through with short videos. Don't wait until you're good enough to act. Action is what makes you better. 2025 waits for no one. Start now. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.
In a rapidly changing business world, market research is no longer optional.
It's essential. But how can you understand the market without spending thousands of dollars on academic reports? In this video, you'll discover 5 quick, easy, free, yet incredibly effective strategies distilled from real-world experience, not theoretical fluff. Each strategy is a lever to help you identify the right customers, deeply understand their needs, and make more accurate decisions. Whether you're launching a startup, repositioning your brand, or simply want to sell smarter, this is your strategic roadmap. Because the market doesn't wait, what you need now isn't more theory, but 5 actionable strategies that help you move fast, accurately, and decisively. Strategy 1. Mining Amazon data, a treasure trove of market mindsets. Amazon is not merely an e-commerce platform, but the most authentic reflection of what the market is thinking, wanting, and willing to pay for. From book titles to scripts descriptions to thousands of customer reviews, every piece of data here is a mental map of the modern consumer. If you know how to tap into it, Amazon not only helps you understand the market, but also reveals what to say, what to sell, and whom to serve to truly stand out. This is the strategy to unlock the hidden potential buried in market demand. Start with best-selling books in your target niche. Titles are not random. They are the result of meticulous selection aimed at striking psychological chords. When you see many titles revolving around a specific topic, understand that this represents a common pain point of your target audience. From there, you can create products, services, or marketing content that directly addresses what the market is eager to solve. Next, examine the book descriptions, a hidden display of elite salesmanship. Each description is a mini version of a polished marketing campaign, raising problems, evoking needs, offering solutions. Analyzing book descriptions teaches you how to use words, structure, and messaging that attract. What resonates emotionally with buyers in book descriptions can serve as golden clues for your product service marketing strategy. Don't skip the review section. Analyzing 5-star reviews reveals what satisfies customers, giving you insights to replicate and improve. On the flip side, 1 to 2-star reviews expose unmet expectations, prime opportunities for your business. Sometimes, improving a feature, clarifying a benefit, or changing the wording can turn a competitor's weakness into your advantage. Combining data from titles, descriptions, and reviews helps you sketch a vivid portrait of the market. This isn't just research, it's action driven by reality. What customers write, share, and react to is live data, far more valuable than any report. This strategy enables you to make marketing decisions not based on instinct, but verified by the market. More importantly, this is a strategy you can implement right now, without a budget and without complicated tools. Anyone wanting to reach the right customers, craft the right content, and sell more effectively can start with Amazon. Use market data as your compass, and you'll never have to guess your way through business strategy again. Strategy 2. Build a customer avatar. The profile of someone willing to pay. Every failed marketing strategy stems from one mistake: not understanding your target customer. A business can't serve everyone, but it can perfectly serve the right ones. The customer avatar is a tool that transforms understanding into action, data into direction, and emotion into strategy. When you clearly describe the person willing to pay for your offering, you're already halfway to success. A customer avatar is not a dry theoretical sketch. It's a synthesis of real data: age, gender, income, occupation, demographics, geographic location, living conditions, geographics, core values, beliefs, lifestyle, purchasing motivations, psychographics. When you grasp each of these factors, every decision, from choosing ad channels to writing content, becomes targeted and precise. No successful campaign is vague about who it's speaking to. When you understand what your customer thinks, fears, and desires, you'll know what to say to get their attention. A strong avatar doesn't just define who your customer is. It helps you eliminate the wrong audience, saving time, effort, and budget. This is the lever that streamlines all marketing activities. Name your avatar. Imagine them as a real person. What do they read in the morning? What worries them? Do they have kids? How much do they earn? What social media do they use? This personalization helps you step into their world, see from their perspective, and create messages that make them exclaim, "They're talking about me." From here, you can determine their buying behavior, ideal timing, and decision influences. Walking alongside the avatar through each step of the customer journey helps you build a logical, persuasive, and high-converting communication script. Messages won't be broadcasted widely but delivered straight into the ears of those who need to hear them. The customer avatar is the foundation of strategic differentiation. When you know who, you'll know what to say and what not to say. Marketing is no longer the art of spontaneous creativity, but the science of empathy and goal-driven communication. Take the time to craft a detailed avatar, and you'll reap worthy rewards. Strategy 3. Leverage specialized tools. Data that guides smart action. In a digital world, intuition no longer has a place in marketing. Successful people are those who make decisions based on real data. Modern market research tools are no longer reserved for large corporations, but are now accessible to anyone willing to learn and take action. What matters is not which tools you have, but how you leverage them to stay ahead, understand more deeply, and act more accurately. Google Trends is one of the most powerful allies. This tool gives you a panoramic, real-time view of how the market is engaging with a specific keyword or topic. When you spot a rising trend, for example, artificial intelligence applied in education, you are standing right at the edge of a new wave. Acting at the right time allows you to be the first to engage and build credibility before your competitors even realize the opportunity. Google Trends doesn't just stop at trend spotting. It also helps you time product launches, position geographically, and choose precise keywords for promotion. Imagine creating a marketing campaign while already knowing where, when, and among which customer group demand is rising sharply. That is the strategic advantage of data-driven action. Faster, more accurate, and lower risk. Next is the Find My Audience tool, a hidden gem in Google's market research arsenal. It allows you to discover audience segments currently searching for solutions similar to your product. It doesn't stop at interests. The tool also tells you what YouTube channels they watch, where they spend money, and what other consumer groups they belong to. This is valuable behavioral data, the kind that helps you tailor your content, choose the right media platforms, and design campaigns that directly target your ideal customers. Imagine you want to sell leadership training services to small businesses. With Find My Audience, you not only identify the group searching for business consulting services, but also learn they are interested in HR tech or growth hacking. This allows you to expand your customer base, create accurate psychological connections, and hit the exact pain points with specific content. This is how you connect deeply, sustainably, and quickly with your target market. One tool you must not overlook in this journey is the HubSpot Market Research Kit, a free, comprehensive, scientific, and highly practical resource. Inside the kit, you'll find ready-made templates for surveys, SWOT analysis, customer avatar frameworks, focus group guides, and data presentation templates. This means you don't have to build everything from scratch. You can dive straight into action with precision and logic. Whether you're a beginner or experienced, this kit immediately turns your research process into a professional one. Data from surveys will help you validate your assumptions about the market. Focus group data will clarify behaviors and the reasons behind purchasing decisions. The SWOT template allows you to place your business in a real market context, clearly seeing strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. The more data touch points you gather, the more confidently you can make the right decisions. This helps you avoid costly mistakes from unverified intuition. Tools cannot replace thinking, but the right tools will accelerate the right thinking. When you learn how to utilize Google Trends, Find My Audience, and professional market research templates, you don't just have data, you gain vision. In the digital age, the winners are not those with the best ideas, but those with the most accurate information, the earliest, and who know how to turn it into specific actions. Strategy 4. Analyze competitors. Understand others to highlight yourself. No one operates in a vacuum. You're always competing, directly or indirectly, with businesses serving the same needs. Competitor analysis is essential to avoid losing your way or becoming just another bland replica in the market. The goal is not to copy, but to understand where and how to stand out and for whom. First, identify 4 types of competitors. Direct, sell the same product to the same audience. Indirect, same product to a different audience. Allies, different products to the same customers. And future competitors, currently serve potential future customers. Clear classification allows for flexible strategies. Direct attacks, strategic partnerships, or long-term preparation to capture emerging market share. Next, dive deep into the content your competitors produce, what they say, to whom, and in what tone. Observe their calls to action, headlines, posts, videos, product descriptions. Analyze how they position themselves, premium or budget, specialized or generic, bold or safe. Look at how they use social media, how they respond to customers, and what channels they may be neglecting. From here, you'll see which strengths to avoid competing with and which weaknesses to capitalize on. Never copy competitors. Copies always pale in comparison to originals. Instead, identify the white space, the areas your competitors haven't touched or haven't done well, and use it to define your brand sharply. It might be a more inspiring voice, a more refined customer experience, or a message that resonates more emotionally. Differentiation must be intentional and supported by careful observational data. Competitor analysis won't make you win instantly, but it helps you avoid early failure. It creates a strategic safety zone, increases your success rate, and steers your growth in a distinctive direction. Remember, customers don't need another similar option. They need a solution that truly understands them, stands out, and fits. And only when you deeply understand your competitors can you truly see what opportunities lie ahead. Strategy 5. Leverage real data and test ads. Real feedback, accurate decisions. Nothing is more powerful than real-world feedback. No matter how accurate your assumptions are, the market is the ultimate judge. Actual buyer behavior, not words, is the clearest indicator of real demand. That's why testing with real data is the fastest way to minimize risk, adjust quickly, and optimize business outcomes. If you already have customers, you're sitting on a goldmine of data. Segment them by profitability, purchase behavior, return frequency, and initial contact channel. Look for common traits in the 20% of customers who generate 80% of revenue. They are the ideal profile to replicate your targeting strategies. Call them, survey them, ask why they chose you, why they return. From there, you gain real-world data to build new campaigns. If you don't have customers yet, invest in testing ads. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or Google ads can be used to test titles, images, and messages. Run A/B tests with small budgets to see which creatives attract more attention and convert better. From the results, you'll instantly know what to scale and what to discard. Testing this way reduces risk and saves time from going in the wrong direction. You don't need to wait months to know if an idea works. In just a few days, you can get feedback from hundreds of genuinely interested people. This is how successful startups shorten testing cycles, avoid failures, and accelerate growth. Treat every ad like a live survey. Every click, every skip is valuable data if you know how to read and understand it correctly. When you place feedback at the heart of strategy, you no longer fear decision-making, because every choice is backed by verified truth. This is the highest level of modern marketing: fast action, data-driven, and continuous learning from the market. The businesses that succeed are those that listen, not because they're lucky, but because they're attentive. Market research is not just a preparatory step. It's the foundation that determines the survival of every business strategy. When you understand your customers, competitors, trends, and real-world feedback, you no longer chase the market. You lead it. The 5 strategies presented are sharp tools to help you not only survive, but stand out and break through. Take action today, because opportunity only comes to those who dare to understand and dare to act. The market is always speaking. The question is, are you alert enough to listen? Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. You might be doing marketing diligently every day, posting regularly, running ads non-stop, and creating content continuously. But the results remain sluggish, conversion rates are low, and your budget seems to disappear without a trace. If this is happening, chances are you're making the same mistakes most marketers overlook. In an increasingly competitive and noisy digital world, a single misstep can derail your entire campaign. This video will reveal 5 strategic mistakes silently destroying your marketing results, along with practical, battle-tested solutions you can apply immediately. To understand what's holding your marketing back, let's start at the root. Mistake 1. No conversion funnel. Many businesses implement marketing without a clear conversion funnel to guide customers from the awareness stage to the point of purchase. They focus too much on the final product, forgetting that customers need to go through several psychological and behavioral steps before they're ready to open their wallets. Skipping or lacking a funnel makes businesses inefficient, results in low conversion rates, and leaves them unable to diagnose why sales processes are failing. This is one of the deadliest mistakes. A conversion funnel doesn't need to be complicated, but it must exist. It acts as a roadmap leading customers from the starting point of awareness to the destination of becoming loyal customers. The basic structure often includes awareness, consideration, and conversion. At each stage, there must be suitable content and clear calls to action. Otherwise, customers will drop off mid-journey and your marketing budget will go to waste. A common mistake is focusing too much on sales ads, conversion, and ignoring the awareness and consideration stages. For example, a business might run ads targeting an audience that has never heard of the brand, expecting them to buy immediately, which is nearly impossible. Modern customers need to be warmed up, given information, and have their trust built before they make a decision. Without this system, you'll be stuck paying dearly for one-off engagements with no long-term results. To build an effective conversion funnel, a simple approach is reverse engineering. Start with the final action you want, e.g. a customer purchase. Then identify the necessary steps to get them there. Example: purchase, email sign up, read article, click ad, see post. This way, you'll pinpoint all required touch points and create appropriate content for each one. This prevents you from falling into random, unstrategic marketing. But it doesn't stop at just building a funnel once. You need to continuously optimize. Data from each stage will show where customers are dropping off and why. For example, if many people click an ad but don't fill out the form might be too long or not persuasive enough. If they read a blog but don't buy, maybe there's no clear call to action. Use tools like heat maps, analytics, and A/B testing to refine each funnel step and improve conversions. Conversion funnels apply not just to retail products, but also to services, B2B products, and even personal branding. For instance, in B2B, the consideration stage might include quotes, demos, or free consultations. For personal brands, it could be a video series, email marketing, and limited time offers. What matters most is clearly defining your final goal and designing a logical journey with strategic touchpoints to lead users there. The clearer your funnel, the more sustainable your revenue. Ultimately, not having a funnel is like building a house without blueprints. No matter how good you are at advertising, without a clear direction, you'll only generate aimless traffic. Every click, view, and interaction should have a purpose and a clear destination in your funnel. This is the only way to optimize costs, guide customers through the right journey, and achieve sustainable growth. Ignoring funnels is ignoring your chance to lead the market. Mistake 2, not tracking metrics. One of the most common reasons marketing campaigns fail is the lack of specific performance measurement. Businesses create content, run ads, do social media, but don't know what's actually working. Not tracking metrics is like driving through fog without a compass or GPS. If you don't know which metrics are growing and which are stagnant, all your efforts are based on gut feeling. Data doesn't lie, but only if you're willing to listen and analyze it. Not tracking metrics reduces your ability to make accurate decisions. You won't know which campaigns to stop, which channels to fund, or where to improve in the customer journey. Example, if traffic is increasing but revenue isn't, the issue could be the conversion rate, not the content. Without clear metrics, you won't identify the real weakness. Marketing isn't a random art. It's a science driven by logic, behavior, and measurable data. Here's a vital truth. Not all metrics matter. Many marketers get distracted by vanity metrics like likes, shares, or impressions. These look good but don't contribute to growth. On the other hand, metrics like CC, customer acquisition cost, LTV, customer lifetime value, conversion rate, and retention rate are the true indicators of marketing effectiveness. If you track the wrong metrics, you'll optimize the wrong things and repeat old mistakes unknowingly. To measure accurately, you need a suite of strong analytics tools. Google Analytics tracks real-time user behavior. Fathom offers a clean, intuitive interface. Especially in SEO, where results are harder to measure, Ahrefs is indispensable. It offers over 100 technical audit metrics, keyword tracking, competitor analysis, and backlink insights. This treasure trove of data helps you identify what content drives traffic and attracts leads. Using Ahrefs not only helps you optimize current content, but also plan new content based on real search behavior. For example, you can find keywords customers often search for, but competitors haven't tapped into. These are golden opportunities. Ahrefs also reveals traffic sources, keyword competition, and domain authority. This allows you to stop spraying efforts randomly and focus on high-potential topics and strategies. In the end, data is only valuable when used to take action. What matters isn't just knowing, it's knowing what to do with it. Think of metrics as guideposts. If you know what's underperforming, you can cut it. If you know what's working, you can scale it. No measurement equals no insight. No insight equals no optimization. No optimization equals wasted resources. In the digital age, the winner isn't the most creative. It's the one who knows their data and reacts to it the fastest. Mistake 3, avoiding marketing. A dangerously common mistake, especially among small businesses and freelancers, is delaying marketing until there's an urgent need for customers. When revenue is stable, they assume there's no need to promote further, invest in content, or run campaigns. But marketing doesn't yield instant results. Like planting seeds, you can't expect to harvest tomorrow if you start sowing today. This procrastination mindset leaves many businesses breathless when the market suddenly shifts. Marketing should be viewed as a continuous, long-term effort, not a short-term firefighting tactic. Many brands have faded from consumers' minds because they paused their marketing too long, allowing competitors to take over market share. More importantly, marketing isn't just about selling. It's about building image, trust, and maintaining relationships with current customers. Major brands understand this well and keep marketing even when they're already leading. You shouldn't wait for revenue to drop before investing in marketing. At that point, you'll be pressed for time, short on budget, and under pressure for quick results. Meanwhile, if you sustain your marketing while things are going well, you can store up brand awareness, expand your potential customer base, and build a ready-to-use conversion funnel. The smart approach is to maintain consistent rhythm, adapt to seasonal changes, but never fully switch off your marketing engine. Like exercising or maintaining your health, effective marketing is the result of long-term consistency, not short bursts of effort followed by neglect. Treat marketing as part of your business culture, a long-term investment that reduces risk. If things are going well, use that momentum to scale up. If things are slowing down, don't wait. Start again today, step by step, and never give up. Marketing only fails when you stop doing it. Mistake 4. Superficial content. Many businesses and individuals fall into the trap of creating content just for the sake of it. Posting, filming, or blogging simply to maintain a presence, without clear strategy or goals. They believe that posting frequently will automatically bring customers. But the truth is quite the opposite. Low-quality, directionless content gets ignored by the market. Even if you post daily, it won't build trust or inspire purchase decisions if it lacks substance. A common misconception is equating polished, visually appealing content with effective content. In reality, today's consumers don't care whether you're using a 4K camera or fancy filters. They care whether you're helping them solve a problem. Valuable content helps your audience understand better, perform better, or feel empowered. Anything that doesn't serve that purpose, no matter how flashy, is a waste. Don't just create visuals, create impact. An effective approach is to apply the 3E model: educate, entertain, engage. Educational content helps your audience learn and grow. Entertaining content fosters emotional connection, and engaging content builds relationships. Combining these 3 elements keeps your content from being boring or purely informational. Importantly, your content should emphasize call to value over just call to action. Highlight the benefit to the viewer, not just the desired behavior. To create in-depth content, ask yourself, who is this for? What problem does it solve? What action does it encourage? Every blog post, video, or social media update should be part of a larger journey guiding your customer through the buying process. For example, a knowledge-sharing blog can lead to a resource download form, followed by a service introduction email, and finally a consultation call. Every content piece should have a strategic purpose, not just keep up appearances. Another mistake businesses make is caring too much about internal opinions, what the boss likes, what one department wants to post, while forgetting the real audience is out there. Market feedback is what determines whether content is effective. Sometimes a post with few likes drives many conversions. Sometimes a non-viral video gets shared in niche groups. So measure content effectiveness by business metrics, not feelings or view counts. Improving content effectiveness doesn't mean creating new pieces all the time. Instead, use smart repurposing. A long video can be broken into 5 to 10 short clips, turned into blog posts, quote graphics, or email content. This saves time, maximizes each piece of content, and increases brand exposure. Strong content doesn't come from volume, but from strategic reuse and smart distribution across platforms. Finally, maintain a process for regularly reviewing and improving content. Identify which pieces drive the most conversions, which are ignored. Create more of what works, eliminate or optimize what doesn't. Don't hesitate to delete low-quality content. Every piece reflects on your brand. Content is an asset, but only when it brings real value to you and your audience. Mistake 5. Lack of marketing intensity. One of the most common mistakes is doing marketing too infrequently, only running ads, posting, or sending emails when there's free time. This approach is not enough to make an impact on the customer's mind. Remember, on average, it takes 7 to 12 interactions before someone decides to make a purchase. If you only show up a couple of times, you're nearly invisible in today's overloaded information landscape. Inconsistency causes you to be forgotten quickly, no matter how good your product is. Marketing is like caring for a plant. You can't water it once and expect it to grow. It requires regularity, consistency, and a plan. When you do too little, your message lacks the power and frequency needed to cut through to the customer's consciousness. As a result, you exhaust yourself without seeing results, leading to discouragement about marketing's effectiveness. Ironically, it's often the lack of consistency, not a difficult market or unique industry, that causes marketing to fail. A key concept in marketing is the minimum effective dose, MID, the smallest amount of effort needed to produce noticeable results. For instance, if you post once a week and see no effect, It might be because you haven't hit knee-deep. You may need at least 3 to 5 posts per week. Once you pass this threshold, you enter the sweet spot, the high efficiency zone. This is where your efforts create enough momentum to attract the right customers and generate conversions without burning out your budget or team. The sweet spot is the balance between doing too little and overdoing it. It doesn't require posting 100 times a month, but it doesn't allow for just a few scattered posts either. In this zone, every marketing activity delivers a clear return on investment. Growth becomes steady and reliable, not based on luck. Customers become familiar with your presence, your funnel works smoothly, and you begin to reap long-term results without the stop-start chaos of sporadic campaigns. Ultimately, view marketing not as a short-term funnel, but as a flywheel. When you build enough momentum and maintain it consistently, the flywheel begins to turn on its own, compounding results over time. But if you keep starting and stopping, you'll always be stuck in the warm-up phase. Determine your industry's minimum intensity level, maintain it long enough to enter your sweet spot. And that's where you'll do less but gain more, thanks to the leverage of consistency and strategic focus. Marketing is no longer a game of luck. It's a system that demands strategic thinking, accurate data, and continuous execution. The 5 mistakes you've just seen aren't isolated weaknesses. They're links in a chain that, if left unchecked, will drain revenue and erode your brand. When recognized and corrected, each mistake becomes a lever to optimize performance, save costs, and expand your market share. Start fixing the right things before small errors turn into big consequences. The sooner you act, the sooner you can transform your marketing from a guessing game into a growth engine. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. In an era where everyone is doing marketing but not everyone understands it, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by countless strategies, tools, and conflicting advice. Some people tell you to run ads, others urge content creation, while the rest glorify social media. The truth is, there's no single formula, but there are foundational principles, basic yet vital, that every business must grasp to grow sustainably and effectively on the journey to conquer the market. So what are the core marketing principles you absolutely need to know? Let's explore 10 basic yet powerful principles that can completely transform the way you approach and execute your marketing strategy. Principle 1, customer research. People don't buy because you're good, they buy because you understand them. Customer research is not optional, it's a survival requirement. You need to know who your customers are, where they are, what they want, what they fear, and what pain haunts them. This is how you create the right product, the right content, and the right message. Start with empathy. Observe, ask, listen, and take notes. Customers don't need convincing, they need understanding. Your ideal customer profile shouldn't come from guesses, it should come from real data. Look at your 10 best past customers. What do they have in common? That's the model to replicate. Combine age, gender, profession, consumption habits, and online behavior. You'll see a clear pattern. Use surveys, interviews, inbox messages, social media stats, or Google Analytics. Every small question builds big data. When you understand the buyer deeply, every strategy becomes sharper and more effective. People don't buy products, they buy emotions. They don't need a new camera, they need confidence in every shot. They don't need software, they need peace of mind. Once you understand this, you can deeply touch the hearts of your customers. Ask, what feeling do they crave? Safety, success, attractiveness, control, being loved? Emotion is the side door to enter their minds. Dig deeper than logic. Only when you speak the language of emotion can you truly sell value. Customer research doesn't end after a successful campaign. The market constantly changes, so do behaviors, trends, and customer interests. Update your customer profile regularly. Create a two-way dialogue. Check in emails, post-purchase surveys, honest reviews. Don't assume, validate. What you know about customers today may be outdated next month. Great marketing doesn't guess, it asks the right questions and listens enough. Principle 2, competitor research. Competitors aren't enemies, they're your positioning map. Observe them to understand what the market is being served and how. You don't need to mimic them, you need to be different, better, or offer something they haven't thought of. Don't see them as role models, see them as lessons. Competition doesn't mean conflict. It's an opportunity to redefine your value, vision, and position on the battlefield. Let competitors inspire your differentiation. When analyzing competitors, don't just look at the surface. Fancy websites, likes, viral content. Analyze their strategy structure, what they sell first, how they upsell, how their sales funnel works. Monitor their ads, subscribe to their emails, buy their products, then document the experience. Not to copy, but to find weaknesses. Maybe they ignore a segment you understand deeply. Maybe they're too big to personalize. From there, win market share with speed, empathy, and agility. Be cautious. Don't get obsessed with what competitors are doing today. They might be experimenting, or worse, failing without knowing. What you see isn't always right. Learn selectively. And remember, they are not you. They have different visions, resources, cultures, and customers. True power comes from knowing yourself, your market, and your customer. Competitors are just mirrors. Don't live in their shadow. Principle 3, specialization. The market doesn't need more generalists, it needs experts. Specialization makes you stand out, clearly positions you, and increases perceived value. Choose one problem, one customer group, one specific outcome, then focus on serving them. You'll know this segment's pain points, behavior, and expectations better than anyone. Then you won't need to sell. Customers will seek you out because you're the expert. Don't scatter, go deep. There are 4 levels of specialization: generalist, specialist, extreme specialist, celebrity. A generalist can be easily replaced. A deep expert is irreplaceable. Choose a narrow niche, then master it. Once you do, you can expand. The right mindset is go from small to big, from deep to wide. Specialization doesn't limit you, it creates unimaginable value. Don't compete by being versatile, win by being irreplaceable. Customers are willing to pay more for someone who makes them feel secure. Expertise builds trust. When you're known in your niche, you're not price pressured. You're invited to speak, appear at events, and lead market thinking. From there, you step into the celebrity level, the face of your chosen industry. This is a sustainable growth strategy. Specialization, positioning, leadership. A real-world path for those who dare to go deep instead of wide. Principle 4, differentiation. In a market full of repetition, differentiation is survival oxygen. If you're not different, you'll be drowned out. You don't need to be bizarre, but you must be memorable. Let customers see you as unique through one standout element: your style, brand promise, bold message, or service that exceeds expectations. Your difference must be clear, recognizable, and intentional. Turn uniqueness into a competitive advantage. The market doesn't remember the best, it remembers the most distinctive. Differentiation isn't just about the product, it's in how you make customers feel. A simple experience, a unique way of communicating, or a philosophy you commit to can all become your signature. Tell a real, bold, and principled story. In a bland world, a brand with personality is a fresh breeze. People connect with you not just because of your product, but because of the reason you exist. Differentiation is not a choice, it's a necessity in the branding race. Don't be afraid to share your views. A brand with a clear voice attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. That's not a bad thing. It helps you build a loyal community. Choose a stance. What do you stand for? What do you stand against? What values do you represent? When you dare to stand for something, you stop being just a business. You become a symbol. That's when customers don't just buy, they join. Principle 5, positioning. Positioning is where you stand in the customer's mind, not in the market. What do you want them to think when they hear your name? Decide before the market decides for you. Premium or affordable? Friendly or professional? Fast or meticulous? Clear positioning helps you filter customers, optimize communication, and maintain consistency throughout the journey. Don't be vague. A brand without positioning is a boat without a compass. It will drift endlessly. To position effectively, understand your competitors' positioning. Create a matrix comparing you and them. Quality, price, speed, detail, personalization, mass appeal. Once you know where they stand, you'll find an empty spot. Choose a position where you can play to your strengths, suit your ideal customer, and avoid direct confrontation. A good position isn't about being better, it's about being different in the right way. Once you choose your position, the next step is to reinforce it daily. Everything you do, from visuals, content, service, to your team's words, must reflect your chosen position. Positioning isn't a slogan, it's the customer's lived experience. If you want to be seen as premium, every touchpoint must exude class. If you position as friendly, prove it in every message and every voice. Consistency is your sharpest weapon. Principle 6. Market segmentation. No one can sell to everyone. Market segmentation helps you serve deeper, not wider. Identify the group that brings high revenue, is easy to reach, and most loyal. These are your ideal customers. Don't be afraid to ignore the wrong ones. Focusing on your top segment optimizes ad costs, increases conversion rates, and enhances personalized experiences. Segmentation is the art of choosing the right people to fight alongside for the long haul. There are many ways to segment: by demographics, age, gender, profession, psychographics, beliefs, values, lifestyle, behavior, what they buy, how often, through what channel. Choose the method that aligns with your business goals. Don't stop at men and women aged 25 to 40. Go deeper. What do they worry about, dream of, spend money on? The clearer it is, the more effective. And remember, segmentation isn't about forcing, it's about filtering the right people to serve excellently. Principle 7. Focus. Focus is the strategy of smart people. No one can do everything well, but anyone can excel at one thing. Identify the product, service, or model that brings the most value and profit, then invest all your energy into it. When you focus, you gain depth, high efficiency, clear positioning, and easier scalability. People remember you for one thing, not 10 messy ones. Focus doesn't make you smaller, it makes you irreplaceable. To focus effectively, use these criteria. High profit, easy to sell, scalable, automatable, with clear market demand. Product services that meet those deserve your strongest investment. Boldly eliminate what doesn't work. Spreading too thin exhausts your team, dilutes your message, and blurs your brand. Build a solid sales funnel for your profit pillar. Then expand from there. Focus is the fastest path to sustainable breakthroughs. Principle 8. Pricing strategy. There are two ways to price: cost-based and value-based. Most businesses choose the first and get stuck in a race to the bottom. The wise choose the second, pricing based on perceived value. Customers don't care how much it costs you to make, they care what problem it solves. A product that delivers great results can be priced many times above cost. Sell the result, not the structure. Perceived value isn't just in the product, it's in how you package, narrate, and serve it. The same product, presented differently, can feel vastly different. Example, a $5,000 meal at a luxury restaurant makes customers feel proud, but that same meal in a street stall wouldn't sell. So high or low pricing depends on how worth it you make the customer feel. The real question isn't how much, but what value. Pricing shouldn't be rigid. Offer flexible packages: basic, advanced, premium. This helps you serve different customer tiers without breaking your positioning. Also, use psychological effects like price anchoring, scarcity, and contrast comparison to enhance perceived value. Price isn't just a number, it's a strategic tool. A skillful pricer leads the market, not gets led by it. Principle 9. Market, message, media. A failed campaign isn't because you wrote poorly, it's because you sent the wrong message to the wrong person through the wrong channel. 3 critical elements: market, message, media. The right customer, the right story, the right touch point. That's the conversion formula. Analyze the buyer persona thoroughly. Craft a message that speaks directly to their pain and choose the platform they frequent. When these 3 align, you won't need loud ads. Customers will respond naturally. Don't start with the channel, start with the person. You don't need to be everywhere. Just be present where your ideal customer is listening. A viral content piece sent to the wrong audience is meaningless. Try A/B testing different messages across various platforms to find the optimal conversion combination. Market, who? Message, what? Media, where? If even one of the 3 is off, the whole effort is wasted. Principle 10. Lifetime customer value, LTV. A customer who buys once is revenue. A customer who buys repeatedly is an asset. Lifetime customer value, LTV, tells you how much total revenue one customer brings during their relationship with you. If you know an LTV is $500, you can confidently spend $1,000 to acquire them. Once you understand LTV, you won't hesitate to invest in customer service, after-sales care, or personalized emails. because you're investing in long-term value. To increase LTV, focus on three things: keeping customers longer, cross-selling related products, and upselling to higher levels. Don't just close a sale, open a journey. Design the buying experience like a relationship, from introduction to connection to commitment. When customers bond with you, they don't just buy, they refer others. And referred customers are usually easier to sell to, more loyal, and higher spending. Measure LTV by customer segment to identify which groups yield the highest margins. Then allocate resources toward these gold segments. This strategy helps eliminate time and money-draining customers who bring little return. LTV isn't just a number, it's a lever that tells you what to sell, to whom, and how to optimize long-term marketing. The higher your LTV, the stronger your business. Use CRM systems, email automation, care content, and community groups to retain customers and raise LTV. Create experiences that make them never want to leave. Make them feel recognized, treated like VIPs. Marketing is not the art of attraction, it's the art of keeping a customer's heart for as long as possible. Those who master LTV are the ones building enduring businesses. Top-tier businesses don't just sell more, they retain more. Focusing on LTV is the smartest way to triple revenue without tripling customer acquisition. It's how you boost efficiency without raising costs. When you understand your customers, serve them right, and maintain relationships, you don't just have customers, you have a community. And a community is something no competitor can buy. Conclusion: master marketing, master the game. Marketing is not a game of budgets. It's a battle of understanding, sharp thinking, and the right strategies. These 10 principles are not to be read and forgotten, but to be acted on, tested, refined, and repeated. If you remember just one thing, let the customer be your center. They are both the starting point and the destination. Keep digging deep, stay unique, specialize, and stay connected. When you understand people, do the right things, and choose the right strategies, you're not just selling products, you're building an empire. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. You can be excellent at product development, passionate about business, or even go all in on advertising. But if your marketing strategy is wrong, all your efforts will be like pouring water into sand. In an era where customers are bombarded with thousands of messages daily, standing out and converting is no longer luck, it's strategy. This video doesn't talk about hacks. This is a strategic blueprint, a 10-step proven marketing framework that can be applied to any business. Whether you're just starting or have been operating for years, if you want to sell systematically, build a brand, and grow sustainably, you cannot ignore this. So what is the clear, intelligent, and replicable path that helps you not only survive, but truly dominate in this chaotic marketing world? Start from the first strategy, where everything begins: creating an irresistible offer. Strategy 1. Create an irresistible offer. 1. The essence of an offer. An offer is not just a product or service. It is a promise to solve a specific problem for the customer. A strong offer must be clear, differentiated in value, and directly address the customer's pain point or aspiration. If the message isn't clear, people won't understand why they should buy. A quality offer should include scarcity, urgency, or exclusivity. The perceived value to the customer is always more important than the actual value. Don't sell features, sell results. The offer is the center of your strategy. 2. Applying offers at different business stages. New businesses should prioritize identifying the target customer group, then build products around their needs. Conversely, existing businesses should analyze historical data to identify which products have high conversion rates and strong profitability. Focus entirely on one offer to deploy marketing comprehensively. The more focused it is, the more effective. Avoid promoting too many products, which causes the message to scatter and become unclear in the customer's mind. 3. Continuously optimize the offer. Each offer should be regularly tested and refined. A/B testing is a powerful tool to compare headlines, prices, descriptions, and bonus items. In addition, monitor customer feedback, from click-through rates to purchase completion rates. Create mini versions of the offer for each specific customer group, segmentation. A strong offer is often repeated throughout the customer journey in different content formats to increase recall and trigger action. Strategy 2. Clear objectives. The guiding compass. 1. Objectives are the North Star. Without specific objectives, you're just spending money hoping for results. Clear goals help determine what needs to be measured, allowing timely adjustments. Metrics like revenue, signups, CAC, customer acquisition cost, or conversion rate help evaluate the campaign. Setting objectives ensures the marketing team aligns on the direction. Goals should be challenging but achievable. Most importantly, every action must be tightly connected to the main objective. 2. Reverse engineering thinking. Instead of starting with ads or content, begin with the end goal, revenue or order count. Then reverse engineer each step. How many leads are needed? How much traffic? What conversion rate? This approach builds a logical and consistent system of actions. Like mapping a journey, it helps you stay on course and optimize each touch point. This is how you turn dreams into actionable plans. 3. Tie goals to dynamic metrics. Don't just measure inputs and final results, focus on behavioral metrics too. For example, email open rates, full video views, time on landing page. These metrics reflect the content's attractiveness and guide message improvements. Separate short-term from long-term goals. A good campaign not only targets instant revenue, but also builds brand awareness and trust. This creates a solid foundation for future sales. Strategy 3. Target market, not broad, just accurate. 1. Multi-dimensional analysis. Customers are not just age or gender. Analyze geographic area, behavior, consumption habits, beliefs, and lifestyle. Psychological factors like fears, desires, and biases are key to creating content that resonates. A customer avatar should specify when they wake up, which social media they use, who they trust, what they hate, what they fear. This is the emotional coordinate, the anchor point for every marketing strategy. 2. Never aim at everyone. Trying to please everyone is the fastest way to become invisible. When you say your product fits all, no one feels chosen. A powerful message makes readers feel, this is for me. To achieve that, eliminate irrelevant groups and speak only to those who need you most. Exclusion sharpens your message, increases emotion, and drives higher conversions. Focus is power. 3. Dive deep into buying behavior. It's not enough to know who they are. You must know why they buy. Some buy due to fear of missing out, others to belong to a community, others for prestige. Find the deepest motivation behind their decision. Ask, what do they hate about old solutions? What do they want to be praised for after using this product? Who influences their decision? Answering these helps you craft campaigns like you're writing their personal journal. Strategy 4. Miracles and miseries. Create emotional tension. 1. Tap into pain and dreams. Every customer is driven by two opposing forces, wanting to escape misery and striving toward miracles. If you only talk about benefits without emphasizing current problems, they won't feel a reason to act. Conversely, if you only spread fear without showing a bright future, it's not persuasive. Effective marketing is the bridge between miseries and miracles. The product doesn't just solve pain, it offers hope. That's the art of emotional persuasion, not logic. 2. Write content around emotional transformation. A good ad often follows this structure. Start with the problem, hit the misery, then show consequences, the fear of continuation, and end with a solution, the promise of miracles. Success stories, turnaround tales, or testimonials are great tools to illustrate the journey from pain to triumph. Don't say the product is great. Say, since using this, I've been sleeping better. When readers see themselves in the story, they believe the solution is made for them and buy. 3. Balance pain and aspiration. Some industries are better suited for negative angles, sleeplessness, weight loss, debt. Others for positive ones, travel, education, beauty. But the best approach is to combine both, depict the pain honestly, then open a clear door of hope. For example, tired of staying up late making slides? Now you only need 3 minutes to impress with this template. This contrast structure increases reader retention and guides them emotionally through the entire message. Strategy 5. Show up where your customers are. 1. Not every platform fits. Spending money on ads or content across all platforms is a common mistake. Instead, identify where your target audience actively spends time. For instance, B2B should prioritize LinkedIn. Middle-aged audiences go to Facebook. Gen Z prefers TikTok. Showing up in the wrong place wastes effort, lowers engagement, and kills conversion. It's better to go deep on one effective channel than be shallow on many. Find the right soil, then plant your content seeds there. 2. Study digital behavior. Use tools like Google Trends, social media demographics, and social listening to pinpoint where customers spend time. For example, researchers often turn to YouTube. Entertainment seekers head to Instagram. Also, watch where your competitors are most active. It's a valuable signal. Analyze engagement across platforms to decide where, what format, and how long your content should be. Picking the right channel is a strategic choice, not a gut feeling. 3. Focus first, expand later. When starting out, choose 1 or 2 primary channels with the best conversion rate. Invest in quality content, build a community, and test effectiveness. Once stable, scale to other platforms by repurposing content. For example, a long YouTube video can be broken into short clips for TikTok or Reels. This saves production time while maintaining multi-channel presence. Resource optimization is vital when expanding digital presence. Strategy 6. Choose the right content format. 1. 3 core formats: text, audio, video. Text is suitable for writers, SEO-friendly, and cost-effective. Audio, podcasts, is ideal for educational content, in-depth analysis, and building trust via voice. Video dominates thanks to its relatability, viral potential, and ability to trigger action. Every business should pick one long-form format to build a content ecosystem, like blogs, podcasts, or YouTube. Long-form builds trust, short-form drives traffic. Combining both creates a closed-loop content system. 2. Prioritize video if you can. Video has the strongest power to inspire, tell stories, and spark engagement. It conveys emotion, sound, and body language, things text can't. Platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Reels reward good videos with strong algorithmic boosts. If you're camera shy, start with simple formats like screen recordings, slide presentations, or voiceovers. The key is useful, authentic, and consistent content. Video is the ultimate weapon when used right. 3. Build a funnel from your main format. Whatever format you choose, build a system around it. If blogging, publish long articles weekly and break them into snippets for social media. If video, post full YouTube videos and slice them into shorts for TikTok or Instagram. If podcasting, extract engaging audio clips for ads or emails. This approach smartly repurposes content and maximizes brand visibility. Every content piece becomes a puzzle piece that leads customers toward purchase. Strategy 7. Email marketing, a must-have conversion funnel. 1. Email is not dead, it's stronger. Email is the only channel you fully own. It's not affected by social media algorithms or third-party control. Moreover, buyers tend to open emails more than they read ads. With the highest ROI, up to 4,400%, email deserves to be a key weapon in any campaign. An automated email system nurtures leads, introduces products, handles objections, and closes sales without manual work. Email is your silent sales machine. 2. Offer value to collect emails. No one wants more emails unless they gain something specific. So you need a lead magnet, a gift like an ebook, checklist, free sample, or tutorial video. A good lead magnet solves a specific problem, is easy to consume, and perceived as valuable. Once you've collected emails, set up an automated sequence. Welcome, provide value, tell your brand story, and invite to buy. A strong email system closes sales while you sleep. It's a long-term asset worth serious investment. 3. Send emails consistently, strategically. Too few emails, customers forget you. Too many, they get annoyed. Ideal frequency is 1 to 3 times a week. Every email must have a clear goal. Deliver value, tell a story, show social proof, or create urgency. Mix promotional and educational content to build trust, not annoyance. Subject lines drive 80% of open rates. Use A/B testing. Sending emails should spark conversations, not just push sales. Those who nurture their list proactively control the market. Strategy 8. Build a marketing funnel. Intentional customer journey. 1. A funnel is a system, not a guess. A marketing funnel is an intentional journey guiding a customer from unaware to loyal buyer. Instead of dumping them on a homepage and hoping they explore, design each step clearly. Awareness, interest, evaluation, purchase, referral. Each step needs a hook. Video, ebook, form, offer. Successful marketers don't let users figure it out. They map the journey to make every move purposeful, optimized, and goal-driven. 2. Design the funnel from the end. Start from the desired action. Purchase, book a call, register, etc. Then work backward. What must they see first? What email builds trust? What content creates belief? This avoids building a marketing maze with no exit. For example, if the goal is a booked appointment, first they must fill out a form. Before that, watch a consultation video. Before that, see a free ad. This reverse thinking gives you control and minimizes conversion leaks. 3. Optimize your funnel like a money printer. A great funnel is a measurable revenue machine. Track every step. If 100 people click and only 5 leave emails, fix the landing page. If you get emails but low opens, tweak the subject line. If many open but few buy, revisit your offer. Small 1 to 2% improvements at each step can result in 20 to 30% more revenue. Continuous improvement and testing are key. Funnels shift marketing from instinct to scalable, replicable systems. Strategy 9. Increase customer lifetime value, CLV. 1. CLV is a survival metric. Customer lifetime value, CLV, is the total profit a customer generates over their time with you. Knowing your CLV lets you determine how much to spend to acquire a customer and still stay profitable. If your CLV is 10 million VND, you can safely spend 1 million on ads. Without knowing CLV, you may ignore high-value prospects or underinvest in acquisition. A high CLV creates mental profit margin, letting you play the long game with more confidence. 2. Increase CLV with upsells and cross-sells. CLV isn't just about the first purchase. Maximize it by offering add-ons, cross-sells, and upgrades, upsells. For example, after selling a course, offer one-on-one coaching. Sell product A, suggest accessory B. The key is making the offer relevant, timely, and closely tied to the customer's needs. Automated emails or thank you pages are ideal spots for these upgrades. Each small upsell can double your overall CLV. 3. Increase CLV by retaining and caring. Keeping old customers is 5 to 7 times cheaper than acquiring new ones. Invest in post-purchase care. Check in on results, send small gifts, personalize emails. Make them feel like members of a community, not just buyers. Cared for customers will gladly repurchase, refer friends, or upgrade services. Build loyalty programs, give referral discounts, all help grow long-term value. CLV is a mix of strategy, emotion, and relationship. Strategy 10. Video, the king of multi-platform content. 1. Video dominates all platforms. From Facebook to TikTok, YouTube to email, video is the format with the highest engagement, share, and conversion rates. Why? Because it's emotional, relatable, and easy to digest. Within 5 seconds, viewers decide to stay or leave. Video lets you tell stories, explain products, and show social proof in minutes. One great video can replace 10 sales pages. If you're not using video, you're missing the most powerful tool of the digital age. 2. Start with short videos. If you're hesitant about long videos, begin with 30 to 60-second clips sharing tips, stories, or quick fixes. Use your phone, no fancy gear needed. Focus on value, good lighting, and clear sound. Once comfortable, move to longer YouTube videos to dive deeper. Short clips can also serve as bait to pull viewers to your main page or landing site. Remember, it's not about beautiful video, it's about helpful, authentic, that emotionally resonant content. 3. Integrate video across the entire system. Video should be part of every strategy. Embed it in emails, feature it on landing pages, run ads, post to social media. A good campaign can start with an explainer video, follow with a testimonial video, and end with a sales video. Use video for post-sale care, product tutorials, and reducing refunds. Invest in video not just to sell, but to build your personal brand, earn trust, and connect deeply with your community. These 10 strategies are not quick tricks, but a system of thinking, a comprehensive map for modern marketing. When executed in sync, from offer, goals, market, and content to video and CLV, you're not chasing trends, you're building a foundation for sustainable growth. Whether you're a startup founder, freelancer, or corporate leader, applying these strategies in your own way will help you not just sell products, but win long-term trust from your customers. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. In the turbulent marketing world of 2025, running ads and posting on social media is no longer enough. Winners are not those with the biggest budgets, but those who deeply understand buyer psychology, fully leverage data, and know how to show up at the right place at the right time. This article unveils 7 sharp and actionable marketing strategies that not only increase traffic, conversions, and revenue, but also shift your entire perspective on marketing. These are rarely discussed angles, but they make all the difference. So, what's really holding your marketing back? And what are the key strategies to help you stand out in an oversaturated content world? Let's dive deep into each one, starting with the most common mistake people make. Strategy 1. Go beyond. Minimum effective dose. Reach the power zone. We live in an age where doing a bit isn't enough. Marketing is not luck, and definitely not a one-hit game. Most people quit too soon. They stop at the minimum effective dose, where their efforts don't carry enough weight to spark results. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't? Winners do more, stay consistent, and practice discipline. Not because they're lucky, but because they know, to win, you must exceed the ordinary. The bell curve is a powerful model to visualize this. On the left lies the minimum effective dose. You do too little, so results are zero. In the center is the sweet spot, where every action begins producing noticeable outcomes. On the right is diminishing returns. More investment brings smaller gains. Sadly, most marketers linger on the left. They believe they've done enough, but not enough to generate momentum. You might think you've done a lot. 1 video per week, 1 post per day. In reality, you've only knocked on the market's door, not loudly enough to be heard. Remember, content isn't too much. It's not strong enough. Power doesn't come from a viral post, but from intentional repetition. Continuous presence turns you from a stranger to familiar, from familiar to trusted, and from trusted to irreplaceable in the customer's mind. Tactical move. Double your content volume in the next 30 days. If you're posting 1 video a week, make it 2. If you're writing 3 posts a week, do 6. Don't wait for perfection. Focus on progress. Momentum is priceless. Even if views are low, stay steady. You're building trust. The more consistent you are, the harder the market will find it to ignore you. Create enough waves to spark a ripple effect. That's how you enter the sweet spot, and growth begins. Strategy 2, the rule of 7. Conversion takes 7 touch points. A stranger won't buy from you after just 1 encounter. Human behavior doesn't work on 1 touch equals purchase. In reality, people need at least 7 touch points with your brand before they start to trust you. This applies across all industries, from online courses to fashion brands. Repetition builds recognition. Familiarity builds trust. Be the face they see everywhere, and you'll be remembered above anyone else. This is not spam. This is a journey of strategically designed touch points. Each appearance is a trust-building push, a post to spark curiosity, a video to share a story, an email to deliver value, an ad to prompt action, feedback to demonstrate capability. 7 touch points are 7 transformation steps, from awareness, interest, trust, action. You don't need to excel at every single point, but you do need to show up at all of them, and do it consistently, with strategy. Build a 7-day content sequence with a unified message. Day 1, tell a story. Day 2, share a past mistake. Day 3, present a solution. Day 4, show results. Day 5, share customer feedback. Day 6, reinforce value. Day 7, call to action. Repeat this cycle in different formats. Each round deepens your audience's connection. Repeat often enough and you're no longer marketing. You're building unshakable trust. Customers don't buy the first time. They buy when they feel understood, when they see you consistently show up, and when you feel more reliable than those who come and go. The 7-touch rule is the strongest psychological foundation for growth. Don't expect 1 content piece to generate 100 customers. Expect 1 strategy with 7 touch points to build a loyal community that supports you long term. Repeat. Improve. Sustain. Strategy 3. Mere exposure effect. Frequency builds trust. Human psychology is simple. What we see repeatedly, we start to believe. Not because of logic, but because repetition makes things familiar. And familiarity creates subconscious trust. This is the mere exposure effect, a core principle every sustainable marketing strategy must leverage. If you appear regularly across platforms and formats, people will trust you, even if they've never bought from you. Repetition is the strongest silent persuader. Think about the brands you trust, not because they're the best, but because they're everywhere. On social media, in emails, ads, blogs, videos, they become the background noise in your mind. It's not a coincidence, it's a deliberate repetition strategy. Every time you appear, whether it's a 15-second reel or a 5-second story, you add another layer of trust. Successful marketing doesn't rely on one viral hit, but 1,000 timely appearances. Email marketing is where mere exposure thrives, yet many hesitate to send frequently, afraid of unsubscribes. But the opposite is true. If you deliver value, you should email more than you think. Not one email's week, but 3, or even daily. Each email is a touch point to inspire, educate, share stories, close sales, or simply maintain connection. The key isn't what you say, it's that you show up at the right time. Consistency signals credibility. Tactical move, pick 3 core platforms, e.g. Facebook posts, Instagram stories, and email. Schedule at least 1 post day per platform. The content doesn't need to be fancy, it needs to be frequent, on brand, and consistent. After 30 days, you'll see the difference. Higher engagement, stronger brand recall, and especially increased responses by the 5th, 6th, and 7th appearance. Don't judge performance by one post. Measure presence over time. Strategy 4. Go deep, not broad. To go far in marketing, you must choose the right people to talk to. The quickest way to fail is trying to speak to everyone. General customers are customers no one converts. When you target everyone, your message becomes weak, like yelling in a crowd. Everyone hears, no one listens. That's why successful marketers pick a niche, speak their language, solve their pain, and in return, higher conversions, deeper connections. A common mistake among small businesses is thinking anyone with money is a potential customer. Logical? Yes. Effective? No. Not everyone with money is a fit. Not everyone who needs your product wants to buy from you. You must define a clear, specific niche, e.g., postpartum moms wanting to lose weight, office men building muscle, shop owners learning ads. Each segment needs its own message. The more specific, the more trust you earn. Start by asking, who is the customer I most want to serve? Where are they in their journey? What do they fear, desire, need to hear? Once you've drawn a clear picture, every marketing decision becomes easier. What to write, how to advertise, what visuals to use, which words resonate. Broad markets are crowded, niches are deep, and depth is where sustainable revenue lives. Tactical move. Select one ultra-specific niche to focus on for the next 90 days. Ignore other groups. Create content just for them. Run ads targeting only them. Offer deals that serve only them. You'll be surprised. Less competition, lower ad costs, more engaged customers, higher close rates. Once you've conquered a niche, expand. But start with a sharp blade, not a blunt hammer. Strategy 5. ICA, Ideal Customer Avatar. If you haven't clearly defined who your ideal customer is, your messaging will always miss the mark. Marketing isn't a game of spray and pray. It's a game of precision, speaking to the right person at the right time in the right language. ICA, Ideal Customer Avatar, isn't a theory. It's a strategic map that helps you understand exactly who you're serving, what they need, and how to communicate in a way that makes them say, "This person gets me." A strong ICA should be built across 3 core dimensions: demographics, age, gender, job, income; geographics, where they live, urban or rural environment; psychographics, lifestyle, beliefs, dreams, fears. Among these, psychographics drive the buying decision. You're not just selling to a 35-year-old in New York. You're selling to someone who believes appearance affects success, fears being judged, and craves self-mastery. Many fear that defining an ICA limits their customer base. But the opposite is true. When you speak directly, your audience listens, connects, and buys faster. No one wants to hear a generic message. But if you call them by name, describe their exact problem, and use words they use, you become a trusted companion, not just a seller. This is the first step to breakthrough conversions, starting with deep empathy. Tactical move, write out your ICA in vivid detail. Example, Peter, 34, office worker, failed at weight loss, loves personal growth podcasts, has a young child, fears wasting money without results. Then create content tailored just for Peter. Speak as if you're having a direct conversation with him. Every headline, image, and call to action should make Peter feel understood. When you know your ICA well, selling becomes unnecessary. They come to you. Strategy 6, miracles and miseries, the emotional bridge. Customers don't buy for logical reasons. They buy because of emotion. Specifically, they buy to escape pain, miseries, and achieve dreams, miracles. If you don't tap into the pain they're enduring or the vision they silently crave, then no feature or discount will matter. Want to sell more? Get clear on what pain are they fleeing? What desire are they chasing? And how can you be the bridge from point A to point B? Miseries are the dark spaces no one talks about. Body image shame, fear of rejection, financial struggle, past failures. Miracles are the ideal scenarios they long for. Confidence in a bikini, public recognition, high income, personal freedom. When you position your product as the vehicle that gets them from pain to possibility, you don't need to push sales. You become the solution they're actively seeking. Marketing isn't an information game, it's an emotional game. Whoever hits emotion wins. A powerful tool. Before, after, bridge. Before, describe their current pain. After, paint their dream result. Bridge, show how you, your offer, and your unique method make that possible. Don't just say, lose 5 kilograms. Say, you'll no longer hide under baggy clothes. You'll walk into meetings with new confidence. You'll smile at your reflection again. Emotional language shortens the path to purchase. Tactical move. Write down 5 key miseries and 5 biggest miracles your customer faces. Then, connect them using your product or service. Create content like, tired of constantly. Imagine if you could use images, stories, testimonials, all centered on where they are now and where they want to be. When you become the emotional bridge, you don't have to hard sell. Customers will cross that bridge on their own. Strategy 7. Benefits via features. Emotion drives. Logic closes. Buyers don't care what your product has. They care how it helps. That's the difference between features and benefits. Features are technical details, 10 lessons, 4 GB storage, ergonomic design. Benefits are outcomes, confident communication, secure data, all-day comfort. People don't buy features. They buy how those features make them feel better, perform better, or solve a problem faster. Golden rule. Show the benefits, then prove them with features. Start your message with an emotional image. You'll feel good about not having to worry about managing your child's school schedule anymore. Then say, our app integrates calendars, class categories, and weekly grade reports. Feelings kick in. Logic confirms that the action is right. Right for both types of people. Emotional people want empathy, rational people want clear logic. If your campaign didn't work the first time, flip the script. Start with features, then explain the benefit. Some customers love data, specs, and systems. Show them the mechanics. Then say, that's how you'll save 3 hours every day. You can't control whether your customer leads with emotion or logic, but you can make sure your message resonates with both. Decisive buyers need emotion. Hesitant buyers need proof. Tactical move. Rewrite your sales page or add content using this structure. Benefit, feature, emotional reason, logical proof, call to action. Test results. If needed, A/B test 2 versions, one emotion heavy, one logic heavy. But whatever you do, don't just list features. Show the emotional impact behind those features. You're not selling a 64mm camera, you're selling the power to capture life's most precious memories. Conclusion, new mindset, new speed, new results. You've just explored 7 marketing strategies that are not only effective, but capable of transforming how you approach the market. From increasing volume and optimizing frequency, to decoding buyer psychology and crafting emotional messaging, all aim at one thing: authentic connection, real value, and sustainable growth. Don't let this knowledge sit idle. Don't wait for perfection to start. Take action today. From your current strengths, so the market can no longer ignore you. Marketing is no longer hit or miss. It's a system for building trust, a long-term growth engine, and a way to cement your brand's authority in a noisy world. Go back to each strategy and pick one to implement in the next 24 hours. Then pick a second one for the following week. Every move you make adds momentum. Every campaign you launch is a puzzle piece that elevates your brand. Remember, your audience is waiting for you, with the right message at the right time, spoken from the right heart. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. The future of digital marketing has already begun, and it's not for the slow. The game has changed. New algorithms, shifting user behaviors, and a whirlwind of competition are sweeping away anyone who refuses to evolve. Don't dream of surviving. Learn how to break through. Don't aim to do better than others. Become the one who cannot be replaced. This video isn't just a trend forecast. It's a battle-tested strategy, a rallying cry for pioneers, for those bold enough to rewrite the rules. Are you ready? Because if you don't change today, tomorrow you'll be left behind. Act now, before it's too late. The market waits for no one. Post-pandemic digital marketing, a game redefined. After the pandemic, e-commerce has surged and become the primary force in the global economy. But this also brings unprecedented competition. Businesses are forced to restructure their entire digital marketing strategies. The market is no longer for those who follow trends or produce generic content. Instead, personalization, precision, and speed have become the core requirements for survival and growth in this new environment. Standing out is no longer optional. It is the price of entry into the customer's attention span. When every brand rushes into the digital space, being visible is no longer enough. What creates differentiation now is a sharp positioning and a strong focus on core strengths. Spreading resources thin across all platforms weakens impact, while those who invest deeply in what they do best gain a competitive edge. Focusing on your personal strengths not only helps optimize cost, but also delivers higher and more sustainable performance. Specialization beats generalization in a saturated world. Content saturation makes consumers more selective and impatient. So rather than expanding indiscriminately, businesses should dive deep into a niche, thereby creating exceptional value. This is the perfect time to leverage your unique advantages and establish yourself as an authority in a specific domain. Those who exploit their strengths wisely will outlast the saturation phase and reshape the rules of the digital marketing game. Expertise, relevance, and consistency are the true currencies in this era of content overload. Market data, opportunity amidst content overload. Today, there are over 1 billion blogs worldwide, resulting in overwhelming content saturation. Since anyone can create and publish, consumers are bombarded with endless choices. However, this isn't a trap. It's an opportunity for those who know how to create meaningful, differentiated content. In that sea of sameness, only value-driven, emotionally resonant, and deeply helpful content can earn attention and trust. The content game is no longer about volume. It's about intention, insight, and impact. Market data shows that even traditional corporations are increasing their digital marketing budgets. This proves digital marketing is no longer just for tech startups. Any business looking to survive must gain digital presence. Startups are shifting priorities too. Rather than investing heavily in product development, they're allocating large portions of their budgets to marketing and sales. This allows them to reach customers faster and stake out territory in competitive markets more aggressively and effectively. One key statistic stands out. 50% of today's searches are conducted via voice. This trend is reshaping how users interact with search engines. Content that isn't optimized for voice will soon be filtered out. Those who learn how to tailor content for voice search now will gain significant advantage. This is a still underserved space and a tremendous growth opportunity for pioneers willing to adapt quickly to new formats and behaviors. Omnichannel, the inevitable future of presence. Omnichannel strategy is no longer optional. It's survival. Relying solely on one platform like Facebook or Google is dangerous. Algorithms shift constantly, ad costs rise unpredictably, and over-dependence can cripple businesses. By diversifying across multiple platforms, companies reduce risks and engage customers through multiple touchpoints. Omnichannel is not just a trend, it's the armor that shields brands from disruption while unlocking deeper customer engagement. The future is connected, and only those who integrate will thrive. Multi-channel presence also enhances brand recognition and reduces advertising costs. When a user sees your brand across blogs, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Medium, it creates familiarity and trust. This everywhere effect significantly boosts conversions. Strategic repetition across platforms ensures that your brand feels familiar, reliable, and embedded in daily digital experiences. Omnichannel is more than exposure, it's coordinated influence. Brands that master it build recognition that's hard to compete with. But omnichannel is not just about distribution, it's about connection. For example, user behavior on your website can inform personalized experiences on your email campaigns or chatbot responses. This synchronization creates seamless experiences that feel personal and professional. It's how trust is built. In an era of intense competition, omnichannel is the bridge between attention and action, between awareness and loyalty. It's how modern brands embed themselves in the daily lives of their audience. Conversion rate optimization, the overlooked treasure. Conversion is the ultimate goal of every marketing campaign. Yet many businesses focus solely on traffic and overlook what truly matters, getting visitors to take action. Without conversion, traffic is just a pretty number with no real value. That's why optimizing your conversion rate, CRO, is considered a hidden treasure in digital marketing. Those who invest in it can dramatically improve results while spending less. It's not about more clicks. It's about making every click count toward revenue and results. CRO enhances the effectiveness of both SEO and paid advertising. Increasing conversion means you don't need to increase ad spend to see better results. In times when marketing budgets are tight, optimizing each visit becomes vital. CRO is the financial lever that allows small businesses to compete with giants. The key lies in measuring, testing, and adjusting constantly to discover what works best. Even minor improvements in user journeys can lead to major growth in profitability and long-term success. Popular CRO techniques include A/B testing for headlines and call-to-action buttons, personalizing user experience based on behavior, integrating chatbots or live chat for real-time support. Many companies report that live chat contributes to 28 to 33% of their total sales. In addition, animated walkthroughs, guided product tours, and clear visual explanations help users quickly understand your offering, boosting trust and conversions. CRO is a high-leverage investment that delivers compounding returns. Those who prioritize it will always outperform those who neglect it. User metrics, optimizing for real engagement. Search algorithms increasingly prioritize user experience. Metrics like click-through rate, CTR, time on page, bounce rate, shares, and comments are now central to SEO success. A well-optimized article today must do more than include keywords. It must truly engage. If content doesn't capture attention and prompt interaction, it gets buried. Platforms now reward content that proves valuable through behavior. The better the experience, the higher the visibility. SEO is no longer about tricking systems. It's about delighting users. ClickFlow is one powerful tool to help improve these metrics. It allows you to test different headlines and meta descriptions to see which versions improve your CTR. Sometimes, a simple tweak to a title can boost clicks by double digits. This approach is efficient and cost-effective because it doesn't require creating new content from scratch. The key is to keep testing, keep measuring, and keep learning directly from user behavior. Insights from your audience are more valuable than any guess or assumption. Optimizing user signals not only boosts search rankings, it increases retention and conversions. The longer users stay, the more likely they are to take meaningful action. Improve site speed, ensure mobile responsiveness, and simplify your layout. Write clearly, use engaging visuals, and make navigation intuitive. Every detail contributes to the overall impression. In today's crowded digital landscape, user experience is one of the most powerful differentiators. Prioritize it, and you'll build loyalty, visibility, and a far stronger brand foundation. Brand, power that outlasts algorithms. A brand is more than a logo or a slogan. It's the feeling of trust and credibility your audience associates with you. In an era where fake news and spam content abound, platforms are favoring content from trusted brands to protect users. Building a personal or business brand is no longer optional. It's essential to compete and grow sustainably in today's digital world. A strong brand acts as a filter. It draws in the right audience while repelling the noise. A powerful brand reduces ad costs, boosts conversion rates, and attracts top talent. The rule of 7 suggests that a person needs to see your brand at least 7 times to remember it. Strategic, consistent brand presence across multiple platforms fosters familiarity and trust. Consumers don't buy just because of a product. They buy because of trust in the brand behind it. That's why brand building should be a top priority, not just a long-term goal. It delivers exponential return on every marketing effort. An effective brand strategy includes email marketing for continuous engagement, push notifications to re-engage users, chatbots for instant assistance, and multi-platform content ecosystems to expand influence. Every user interaction is a chance to reinforce your brand story. When your brand is remembered and trusted, all your marketing campaigns perform better and cost less. Brand is the multiplier that elevates your entire marketing system. Those who invest in branding today will dominate tomorrow's digital landscape. Content updating and localization, a smart growth strategy. In today's world, where new content is produced non-stop, creating more articles, videos, or podcasts can burn you out without yielding proportional returns. Instead, one of the smartest strategies is updating existing content. It saves time while retaining the SEO authority your older posts have earned. Refreshed content has new life and ranks higher when aligned with current trends. Search engines favor relevance, so updated content often outperforms new content. This is how you stretch past work further, gain more from less, and maintain consistent visibility without constant reinvention. In addition, translating content into multiple languages opens access to less competitive markets like India, Brazil, or Southeast Asia. This presents a golden opportunity for marketers who understand language as leverage. You don't need to start from scratch, simply adapt high-performing content to new audiences. Localization allows you to reach millions of new users at a fraction of the cost of creating original content. It's an overlooked strategy that can provide a substantial edge in global digital marketing. Expand where others haven't, and you'll find growth in untapped spaces. Refreshing content includes updating statistics, rewriting headlines, adding new visuals or case studies, and improving formatting for readability. These tweaks multiply the value of your original work. Instead of letting content go stale, use it as a living asset that evolves with your brand. While others chase the next idea, you're maximizing what already works. That's sustainable, strategic, and smart. In the race to scale, efficiency is key, and reviving old content is one of the most efficient moves you can make. Let your content work harder for you. The truth about traffic: it's not enough. Many businesses fall into the traffic trap, thinking high numbers mean success. But in reality, traffic without conversion is just noise. One startup had traffic far beyond its competitors, yet failed due to a weak conversion system and flawed business model. This serves as a harsh lesson. Traffic is not the goal, conversion is. If you don't know how to harness your traffic, your marketing efforts are wasted. Success in digital marketing lies in what happens after someone lands on your site. The modern formula for digital success is traffic plus conversion tour equals success. This means conversion should be multiplied, not just added. Simply paying to bring more visitors isn't enough. You must have a system to retain, engage, and convert those visitors. Every click needs to be met with strategic follow-up. Marketers who understand this shift from visibility to action are the ones who drive real growth. You don't need more eyes. You need the right experience to guide those eyes toward results. Instead of chasing more traffic, optimize what you already have. Improve site speed, simplify checkout processes, clarify calls to action, and make every interaction frictionless. Align content with intent and ensure consistency across channels. A small boost in your conversion rate can double your revenue. Focus on how users behave, what stops them, and what drives them forward. True success comes from combining visibility with effectiveness. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter with what's already in front of you. Personalization, the future of conversion. Users today are savvy and less tolerant of generic experiences. Traditional pop-ups and opt-in forms no longer capture attention like they used to. They feel impersonal, irrelevant, and easy to ignore. The solution? Personalization. This means tailoring content, offers, and interactions to each user's specific behavior, preferences, and journey. Personalization doesn't just increase conversion rates. It builds emotional resonance, trust, and lasting loyalty. When people feel understood, they stay longer, return more often, and spend more. A great example is behavior-based live chat. Instead of appearing randomly, the chat should activate when users spend 30+ seconds on a product page, scroll deep, or revisit the site. These triggers show intent, and matching that with timely support can dramatically increase conversions. Smart personalization proves you're paying attention. That's what builds credibility. This is why more businesses are investing in AI-powered tools to personalize in real time. Done right, it feels like magic. Users see exactly what they need when they need it. Beyond chat, creating unique landing pages for different user segments works wonders. A new visitor needs different messaging than a returning shopper. A user from Google Ads has different intent than one from social media. Each audience deserves a tailored journey. Recognizing this and designing accordingly transforms conversions. Personalization is no longer optional, it's the path to growth. When you speak to people directly, they listen, they click, they convert, and they come back. This is how marketing becomes meaningful, and how experience becomes your biggest competitive edge. The mindset of winners. Learning, acting, evolving success in digital marketing doesn't come from luck or single wins. It comes from mindset. The winners approach each campaign as a test, each failure as data, and each insight as fuel. They aren't afraid to start from zero, pivot when needed, or go against the norm. Instead of watching the market shift, they create the shift. They take initiative, lead with strategy, and learn from everything. That mindset, more than any tactic, is what consistently drives long-term success. No one wins alone. Having mentors, peers, feedback loops, and accountability accelerates growth. Seek out guidance. Learn from those ahead of you. Ask sharper questions. Act on better answers. But most importantly, move. Success isn't handed out, it's claimed through focused action. Those who wait for perfect conditions never begin, but those who embrace imperfect momentum consistently outperform. Digital marketing rewards movement, not perfection. The faster you test, learn, and refine, the faster you rise. At its core, winning is about changing yourself before changing the market. Update your knowledge. Experiment with new tools. Listen deeply to your audience. Adapt quickly to trends. The most successful marketers never stop evolving. They're not satisfied with good enough. They're driven by curiosity, commitment, and continuous growth. This mindset turns adversity into opportunity and obstacles into innovation. In an industry that never stands still, adaptability is your greatest asset, and the winners are always learning. 5 keywords that shape the future of digital marketing. Digital marketing is evolving rapidly, and the winners are those who adapt the fastest. As you look ahead, 5 keywords will shape your strategy. Omnichannel, expanding across platforms. CRO, optimizing conversions. User signals, enhancing experience. Brand, building trust. Personalization, creating meaningful connections. Master these 5, and you master the future. This isn't just about tactics, it's a long-term mindset. One that demands clarity, courage, and consistency. The next era belongs to those who act with purpose and lead with intelligence. Be that leader. Define what comes next. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. In the fast-paced world of business, where ad budgets can vanish within hours and new competitors appear overnight, only those who think differently and move quickly can truly break through. Growth hacking isn't just a marketing tactic. It's the art of explosive growth driven by creativity, sharp data insights, and relentless iteration. From identifying the right audience, leveraging platform integrations, optimizing email and onboarding, to embedding content, branding through powered by strategies, and offering valuable free tools. Each technique is a precise arrow aimed at sustainable growth. This is not about gimmicks or short-term gains. It's about building momentum with every user touchpoint and turning smart strategies into compounding returns. Welcome to a mindset where every decision fuels expansion. The core mindset of growth hacking. Growth isn't just about getting more users or revenue. It's about creating experiences so valuable that users willingly spread the word. Growth hacking isn't a trick. It's a strategy powered by data, customer behavior, and breakthrough creativity. In a fiercely competitive world, speed matters, but only when paired with meaningful value. A good product isn't enough. It must spread at near zero cost, quickly, and with lasting impact. Traditional marketing relies on budget. Growth hacking relies on insight. One clever idea can outperform millions in ad spend if it gets people talking. At its heart, growth hacking creates a self-reinforcing growth loop, where every new user brings in more. That's why successful companies build growth teams focused solely on experimentation, feedback, and continuous optimization. Data-driven thinking is non-negotiable. If you can't measure it, you can't improve it. Every decision, conversion, retention, virality must be guided by numbers. Growth doesn't come from intuition alone, but from constant testing, learning, and refining. This feedback loop is where breakthroughs happen, not by chance, but by design. A great product in the shadows is like a diamond in the dark. Growth hacking is the spotlight. It doesn't need a massive budget, it needs a different way of thinking. One that embraces experimentation, speed, and user obsession. True growth comes when users not only stay, but bring others along. Not because they're told to, but because they want to. 3 strategic questions before growth hacking. You can't grow if you don't know who you're serving. One of the biggest startup mistakes is thinking everyone is our customer. This leads to diluted messaging, scattered focus, and ultimately, no traction. Growth hacking demands precision. You must define your ideal customer persona, who they are, what they do, what pain they feel, and why they need you. Only when you deeply understand your users can you begin building a strategy that moves the needle. Once you know your audience, the next question is, where are they? Which platforms do they frequent? Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, or niche communities? Choosing the wrong channel is like shouting into a void. A smart growth hacker finds the digital places where users already gather. Don't compete in noisy arenas. Seek out quiet corners with high alignment and low competition. Lastly, avoid saturated channels. Sure, Facebook and Google ads might still work, but costs are rising and competition is brutal. The best growth hackers seek out underrated channels: forums, Slack communities, integration partners, affiliate ecosystems. These overlooked places often offer higher engagement, lower costs, and better user intent. The right channel can make a mediocre campaign work. The wrong one can sink even the best idea. In short, the 3 questions you must answer before launching any growth initiative. Who exactly are your ideal users? Where do they spend their time? And which channels are still underutilized but effective? Everything that follows in this guide only works if it's applied to the right person, in the right place, at the right time. Growth hacking isn't about formulas. It's a mindset built on clarity, creativity, and relentless iteration. Strategy number 1, platform integrations. Instead of competing solo, integrate with platforms that already serve your audience. This is the core of strategic integrations. Every platform has its own user base. If your product adds value to that base, you've got an opportunity to grow faster. Integrations don't just get you new users, they make both platforms stronger. Sometimes, hacking growth means latching onto a bigger system and riding its momentum. Think about tools like Google Analytics, Shopify, or MailChimp. Millions of active users. If your product complements theirs, even a simple integration can generate thousands of signups. But don't guess. Ask your current customers, which tools do you already use? Where would integration save you time or make your life easier? The best integrations solve a real problem and meet users where they already are. Technical integration isn't enough. Build a dedicated landing page explaining the benefits clearly. Then reach out to the platform and ask them to co-promote. When they realize the integration helps with retention and adds value to their users, they'll often support it. Growth hacking isn't only about clever tech. It's also about smart partnerships and strategic exposure. Track everything. Visits, signups, retention. Measure what works. Integration is only the start. If the experience isn't great, users won't stick around. In a competitive world, relationships and added value win. This strategy works especially well for SaaS, B2B, and API-first products. Focus on making your product more powerful by standing on the shoulders of giants. Strategy, email, and onboarding optimization. Email is still the lifeblood of digital communication. No matter how social media evolves, people check their email every day. That's why nearly every successful product relies on email as a core pillar of growth. From invites and confirmations to onboarding and retention, email touches every stage of the customer journey. But collecting addresses isn't enough. You must optimize every interaction, from invitation flows to activation sequences to unlock true viral potential. One of the most effective tactics is social login integration. Instead of asking users to enter name, email, and password, let them sign up via Facebook, Google, or Twitter. This can boost conversion by over 30%, reduce friction, and speed up onboarding. Better yet, with permission, you can access their contact lists and turn each new user into a potential referral hub. Growth hacking isn't just about attracting users, It's about making every user a natural promoter. But the real magic lies in the onboarding flow. The critical first minutes that decide retention. A great onboarding process guides users through profile setup, feature discovery, and quick wins. The faster they experience the product's aha moment, the more likely they are to stick. Break the journey into small, guided steps with helpful prompts and mini rewards. Personalize the experience based on user behavior. Each completed action builds momentum and deepens engagement. Another powerful tactic is referral incentivization. For example, invite 3 friends to unlock premium features, or get 500 megabytes bonus for every successful referral. This not only brings in new users, it strengthens loyalty among existing ones. Don't stop at the invite link. Optimize the visuals, message, and sharing path. Make it delightful and effortless to spread the word. When done right, users become your most authentic and scalable marketing channel. Finally, measure everything. Track open rates, referrals, onboarding completion, drop-off points. Which step causes friction? Where do users give up? The better you understand their behavior, the better you can refine the experience. Growth hacking isn't a magic trick. It's a system of ongoing improvement. A smart email strategy and seamless onboarding can generate viral loops that paid ads can't replicate. Treat them not as touch points, but as launchpads for exponential growth. Strategy number 3, embeddable content. Ever shared a YouTube video because it was funny, emotional, or insightful? That's the power of embeds, letting others place your content on their own platforms. When used right, this strategy turns your media into a viral engine. Platforms like YouTube, SlideShare, and Spotify rely on embedding to expand reach. They know users don't just consume, they share. Make your content easy to embed, and it will carry your brand across the web organically. But don't expect people to embed without a clear reason. Your content must be genuinely valuable, funny, educational, emotional, or useful. Think interactive charts, helpful tools, or highly relevant visuals. And don't just publish the content. Make embedding simple. Offer a copy code button, widgets for WordPress or Webflow, or even one-click install options. Remove all friction in between value and sharing. Optimize what happens after embedding. A great widget or video shouldn't be a dead end. Add clear calls to action. Watch more, visit site, get this tool. YouTube mastered this. After each video, it suggests more and draws viewers back to its ecosystem. Every embed is a gateway, but only if you give users a next step to follow. Engagement without direction is a missed opportunity. Avoid SEO manipulation when using embeds. Some brands stuff anchor text with keywords in hopes of ranking higher, but Google penalizes this behavior. Instead, keep links natural and helpful. For example, see our pricing model instead of best affordable software for startups. When embedded content is genuinely useful and honestly labeled, it earns backlinks, drives traffic, and lifts rankings, all without gaming the system. Strategy number 4, powered by branding. You've likely seen those small lines, powered by, at the bottom of forms, chat boxes, or widgets. This is one of the most underrated yet powerful growth hacking tools. When your product lives on someone else's site, that subtle attribution becomes a brand touchpoint. But effectiveness doesn't come from visibility alone, it comes from clarity. Users must instantly understand who you are and what value you offer. Otherwise, they'll ignore it. Don't just slap on a vague powered by. Be specific. Analytics by, survey built with, or feedback via. The clearer it is, the more clicks it earns. And test everything. A single word change can double your click-through rate. Design matters. The copy drives action. A smart powered by tag can function as both proof and promotion. Subtle, but effective. Track how your badges perform. Use analytics to monitor views, clicks, signups, even LTV. You might be surprised how minor variations, position, font size, color, impact conversion. In growth hacking, no element is too small to optimize. Even a whisper of branding, is placed right, can lead thousands of users back to your site. Make every detail count. Don't force users to keep your badge if the product isn't delivering value. Let them feel proud to showcase it, or offer removal as part of a premium upgrade. This creates both goodwill and upsell opportunity. Powered by is a mix of branding finesse and product confidence. If done right, it turns every touchpoint into a trust signal and every partner into a growth node. Strategy number 5. Free tools that build trust. Everyone loves free stuff. But in growth hacking, free is not bait. It's a trust-building strategy. When users receive real value without paying, they feel gratitude and develop confidence in your brand. This sets the stage for deeper engagement. Downloads, shares, subscriptions, even purchases. But for free to work, it must be relevant, timely, and actually helpful. Free that doesn't solve a problem is just noise. Great examples include marketing graders, ebooks, swipe files, and templates. The trick is, your free offer should lead back to your core product. Treat it like a gateway. A diagnostic tool might reveal a problem. And guess what? Your paid solution solves it. This isn't manipulation, it's orchestration. When free content connects the dots between pain and solution, conversions happen naturally. A smart approach is to repurpose existing content. Have a great blog archive? Turn it into an ebook or checklist. Have an internal calculator or spreadsheet?
Make a light version for public use. You don't have to build from scratch, just repackage what already works. This minimizes risk, reduces costs, and accelerates testing. Try different formats: videos, PDFs, interactive tools, and measure what converts best. Always measure effectiveness. How many downloads? How many email signups? How many upgrades after using the free tool? E doesn't mean unpaid. In fact, many top-performing businesses owe their success to well-designed freemium funnels. When users feel helped, not sold, they're more likely to trust, return, and recommend. Done right, free isn't a giveaway. It's a growth engine. Sustainable growth, beyond numbers. Growth hacking isn't a race to rack up vanity metrics. It's a long-term journey fueled by one question: how can we deliver real value to real people? Growth without value is a bubble. But when a product solves a meaningful problem, users not only return, they advocate. Keep refining the experience. Keep listening. Growth isn't about tricks, it's about trust. In a world of noise, only authenticity scales. Growth shouldn't be the end goal, it should be the byproduct of something great. Use growth hacking as a lever, not a shortcut. Sustainable growth doesn't come from hacks. It comes from daily decisions to serve better. When the product is worthy and users are happy, growth follows. Naturally, powerfully, and exponentially. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. You used to think that $1 million would be enough to live a luxurious life. The truth is far harsher. In a volatile world where accidents, illnesses, and financial crises can strike at any moment, $1 million buys you nothing more than worry. In the video 5 Steps to Becoming a Millionaire, a radically new financial strategy is revealed, where the goal is no longer to spend money, but to break free from it. This article dives deep into 5 core steps: setting a $10 million goal, saving 40% of income, living with intentional frugality, and investing in cash-flowing assets. This isn't a get-rich-quick formula. It's a financial mindset map that helps you escape the anxiety loop. Step 1. Set a $10 million goal, because $1 million is too small. You may have once believed that having $1 million in the bank was a dream come true. That might have been true for a past generation. Today's economic reality is much harsher. With inflation, medical costs, education, housing, and lifestyle expenses rising steadily, $1 million is no longer a ticket to freedom. It's merely a thin coat in a financial storm. Let's do the math. If you retire at age 50 and live another 30 years, $1 million averages out to just $33,000 per year, before taxes, and without considering economic downturns, accidents, or health issues. That's not wealth, that's survival. Life shouldn't be planned just to get by. You deserve more. To achieve that, you need to reset your financial standards today. $1 million is the old goal. $10 million is the new benchmark for protection, flexibility, and true freedom. It's not a pipe dream. It's a long-term target based on reality. Aiming for $10 million forces you to work differently. More seriously, creatively, and with discipline. You don't just earn, you build a financial base strong enough to live on your own terms.
Big goals create big behavior. Those who aim for 1 million think short term, cut spending, take on more jobs, save. Those aiming for 10 million think bigger, multiply income, invest, build assets, and cash flow. They know that cutting costs won't make them rich, only scaling will. They're not playing to survive, they're playing to win. The biggest difference lies in mindset. Average people work for money. Wealthy people build systems that make money work for them. Average people fear risk. Wealthy people learn to manage and use it. When your goals are bigger, you stop waiting for opportunity. You seek it out and unlock it. You stop thinking about the weekend, you start thinking about the lazy. The first thing you should do today, write $10 million and stick it somewhere you'll see daily. Each morning, remind yourself, you're not living just to get by, you're building a life of freedom. Every action you take, learning a new skill, skipping an unnecessary purchase, writing a business idea, is a step closer to that goal. You don't need perfection, just persistence. Step 2. Save 40%, the hardest but most rewarding challenge. After setting your big financial goal, the next step is building financial discipline. Few things reflect commitment like the ability to save. And the golden number? 40% of your income. Not 5%, not 10%. 40% is enough to make you reevaluate every spending habit, and strong enough to lay the foundation for growth and investment. It's a challenge few take, but it's the gateway to freedom. Suppose you earn $2,000 a month. That means saving $800 and living on the remaining $1,200. Want to go even faster? Try living on just $800 and save the rest. Sounds extreme? It is. But real wealth never comes easy. It comes through temporary sacrifice for long-term financial freedom. The more you retain, the faster you move ahead of the pack. Living on 60% of your income forces you to review your entire spending system. You'll begin asking, do I really need this? Will this expense bring me closer to my $10 million goal? This constant reflection trims away emotional purchases and turns you into a mindful consumer. You'll discover what truly matters and what's just social noise. You'll learn to say no and feel lighter for it. The key principle: save first, spend later. The moment you receive income, allocate 40% into a separate account. Don't give yourself the chance to reconsider. Once it's out of reach, you'll adjust to living on the rest. This simple system builds powerful discipline. Within months, you'll realize you're living better, not under money's control, but in control of your money. You don't save because you fear the future. You save to buy freedom of choice. Those who save 40% aren't scared of layoffs or economic shifts. They have capital, reserves, and options. They don't do what they don't want. They choose what aligns with their purpose. Saving doesn't just help you survive, it empowers you to live on your own terms. And if you can't save 40% now, no problem. Start with 10%, then grow it monthly. The number matters less than the mindset. Make a promise to yourself. No month passes without saving something for your future. Every unspent dollar becomes a building block of your financial fortress. Make saving a reflex, because that's the habit of the truly wealthy. Step 3. Store. Don't spend. Strategic poverty for lasting wealth. You started saving. Now it's time to learn how to store money the right way. Many people save a little, then blow it all. A vacation, a new phone, a reward dinner. The problem? That's not a reward. It's a trap. If you spend every time you manage to save a bit, you'll never accumulate capital for investment. True wealth doesn't come from momentary treats, but from smart, long-term, purpose-driven storage. Storage doesn't mean hoarding cash forever. It means you hold money temporarily, waiting for the right opportunity. Think of money as seeds. If you plant them in fertile ground, invest wisely, they'll multiply. But if you consume them out of emotion, you're eating the seeds instead of sowing them. Create clear funds. Investment fund, opportunity fund, income generating fund. When money has a label, it has a purpose. When it has purpose, it resists temptation. Live simply, even as your income grows. True wealth builders don't flaunt it, especially during asset building phases. They dress simply, live in modest homes, and invest more than they spend. Because they know, money spent is money lost, but money stored is fuel for leverage. You're not poor because you lack money. You're strategically poor. And this temporary poverty is a small price to pay for sustainable long-term wealth. Another smart tactic. Store your money where it's hard to spend. Lock it in term deposits. Move it to an account without ATM access, or place it in a separate bank. Make spending inconvenient. That inconvenience is your protection from emotional decisions. When you create space between your impulses and your money, you build an invisible but powerful financial defense system. Every time you feel tempted to spend, ask, will this bring me closer to $10 million? If the answer isn't clear, pause. You're facing a test, short-term comfort or long-term freedom. Successful people always choose the latter. They'd rather go without now than have too much without progress. Storage is a peak flume of self-control. Once you master it, consumption loses its pull, and growth becomes your new addiction. Storing money isn't cowardice, it's preparation for attack. You're not avoiding the financial game, you're stepping back to launch forward. When an opportunity appears, you won't need to borrow or beg. You'll already be ready. And when you're liquid at the right time, you're the one who makes decisions, not the one being dictated to. That's why proper storage is the bridge between saving and smart investing. Step 4. Invest in cash-flowing assets. Drip is king. Once you've stored enough capital, it's time to put your money to work. The most effective way? Investing in assets that generate monthly, quarterly, or yearly cash, known as drip. These assets pay you consistently. They don't just maintain your lifestyle. They build your passive income base, which is a critical piece of true financial freedom. Drip can come from various sources. Rental properties, dividend-paying stocks, self-operating businesses, or intellectual property. These assets don't need to skyrocket in value to be useful. They just need to keep paying reliably. When you own 3 to 5 streams of drip, you reduce dependency on your job, build a safety net, and gain space to be selective. Drip turns you from an employee into a real investor. The biggest gap between lasting wealth and superficial wealth is cash flow. Real millionaires don't chase shiny assets to show off. They invest in assets that earn. Luxury cars, watches, and designer brands are liabilities. They generate no cash and often cost more to maintain. In contrast, properties, profitable businesses, and good dividend stock are the assets that build freedom. Here's a clear rule. If an asset doesn't produce cash flow, it's not a priority. You can invest in land, gold, or crypto, but those should be minority bets. Your main capital should go into what you understand, can manage, and what pays you monthly. Don't get swept into hot trends without income models. Remember, true wealth isn't about perceived value. It's about real, steady cash. You don't need to start with massive assets. A small rental unit, a quarterly dividend stock, or a side business with steady profits can be your foundation. As one cash stream starts, use it to build another. That's how your financial flywheel starts turning. Faster and stronger with each rotation. Accumulate income-producing assets and use their drip to buy even more. That's the compound formula of wealth. Take time to study each investment model carefully. You don't need to become a financial expert, but you must understand where your money goes. Only invest in what you truly understand and can control. Cash-flowing assets don't just increase income. They protect you in crises, give you control over life choices, and ultimately help you build a life that doesn't depend on a paycheck or clock. Step 5. Stay broke. No idle cash allowed. It sounds ironic, but truly wealthy people simulate being broke. They make sure their money is never idle. Every dollar has a job. Either reinvest, grow, or move closer to a financial target. They don't let cash sit or swell in their accounts just to look at. They know idle money loses value. Money must be working, circulating, and compounding, or it's wasting potential. Being broke doesn't mean being poor. It's a way to maintain financial urgency. Most people, once they save a bit, start living comfortably, upgrading cars, redecorating homes, spending for deserved rewards. That slows them down. Wealthy people keep the pressure on. They always feel like they're in building mode, not yet resting, not yet enjoying fully. Every time you earn more, ask yourself, what job will this money do for me? If there's no clear answer, don't spend it. Don't use money to impress, to compare, or to appease others. Let your money serve you by earning more money. That's real investment thinking. Wealthy people don't earn to spend. They earn to gain power. Power to say no, power to choose, and power to walk away. Think of money as an army. Every dollar must have a mission. If it's not fighting, bringing back resources, or expanding reach, it's weakening your system. Don't breed lazy soldiers. Assign your capital wisely. Real estate, stocks, skills, cash flow systems. You don't get rich because you save better. You get rich because you organize your money like a true strategist. Wealth is a strategy, not a coincidence. You don't have to win the lottery, be born rich, or own a billion-dollar company to become wealthy. It all begins with a clear strategy and a bold decision. I will not live average. The 5 steps you just read don't require genius, but they demand discipline, commitment, and consistency. Start with the basics. Raise your target, save fiercely, store smartly, invest in drip, and act like you're always broke, while secretly building unstoppable momentum. Stick to this long enough, and the results will follow. You won't just have money, you'll have freedom. The freedom to choose your work, your partners, your lifestyle. Freedom from paychecks, stress, and scarcity. And above all, freedom to become your strongest self. The path to wealth isn't for dreamers, it's for doers. And if you've made it this far, you're clearly one of them. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.
Welcome to Daily Marketing Tactics, your go-to channel for practical marketing strategies to help you grow every single day. Compelling introduction. Have you ever spent thousands on ads, design, or website optimization, yet still heard nothing but crickets? This is a common situation many businesses face. They end up trapped in a cycle of tweaking their product, adjusting prices, or even rebranding entirely, all in search of better results. But the real issue often doesn't lie in your product or service. It lies in how you communicate with your audience. What you say, and more importantly, how you say it, makes all the difference. If your message lacks clarity, emotional pull, or a strong call to action, your audience will simply scroll past. Instead of rebuilding everything from scratch, maybe what you really need is to fix the words you're using, the secret weapon you're overlooking. Marketing expert Adam Earhart reveals that 99% of businesses are sitting on a gold mine they've completely overlooked: their existing marketing content that hasn't been optimized. You've already written headlines, emails, ads, and social posts, but they're falling flat. The fix is surprisingly simple. Copy, paste, profit. All you need to do is copy the text you've already written, paste it into ChatGPT, and use the prompt. Improve clarity and persuasion. Instantly, you'll get back a version of your content that's clearer, more persuasive, and more emotionally engaging. No need to hire expensive copywriters. No need to rewrite from scratch. No guesswork. Just refined, conversion-ready copy within seconds. This strategy doesn't create something new. It simply sharpens what you already have. With zero additional cost, AI transforms your words into a powerful sales tool. The result? More clicks, more leads, more customers. And all of it starts with content you've already written, just waiting to be optimized. The psychology behind this strategy. People don't make buying decisions based purely on logic. They make them based on emotion first, then justify with reason afterward. That's a fundamental truth in behavioral psychology, and it's something every marketer should understand. Your words must not only be clear, they must spark emotion, build trust, and drive action. This is where ChatGPT excels. With the right instructions, it rewrites your existing copy to amplify emotional appeal and clarity. It turns vague phrases into vivid statements that connect with readers. Often, a few small edits can dramatically improve the emotional resonance of your message. And when people feel something, they're far more likely to take action. That's why this simple copy-paste trick is so powerful. It aligns with how the human brain processes persuasion. Not by overwhelming with facts or data, but by making your words more relatable, impactful, and emotionally charged. Real-world case study, from mess to magic. In his video, Adam shows a real example, a typical agency ad that reads, "We help businesses like yours grow with proven social media strategies." Sounds fine at first, but it's loaded with flaws. It's vague, what businesses, unverified, what strategies, lacks evidence, proven by whom, and ends with a limp CTA. Worse, it's indistinguishable from thousands of similar ads. Then, Adam pastes this ad into ChatGPT with the prompt, "Improve clarity and persuasion," and instantly receives a stronger, more specific, and more credible version. The revised copy has emotional pull, clear differentiation, and a call to action that actually motivates. In seconds, AI turns what was once forgettable into something far more compelling. The key lesson? Your content might not be bad, it's just unpolished. Like an uncut gem, it only needs refining. And with ChatGPT, polishing your words no longer requires hours of work or professional copywriters. It's fast, effective, and shockingly simple. Common mistakes to avoid with ChatGPT. As powerful as ChatGPT is, it's not magic. If you feed it vague, context-free content, it won't know what you're trying to say or sell. That's the number one mistake most users make, not providing enough input information. The solution? Simple. Copy the content from your website's homepage, or describe your target audience, your offer, and your USP clearly in your prompt. Think of AI as a smart editor, not a mind reader. The more context you give it, the better the results. Don't expect gold from a single sentence. Instead, arm ChatGPT with clarity, direction, and purpose. Then watch it transform your raw ideas into laser-focused messaging. The secret isn't the tool, it's how you use the tool. Turn ChatGPT into a 24/7 copy assistant. You can go beyond the basic prompt and customize ChatGPT to become your personal copywriting assistant. Try adding instructions like improve clarity and persuasion, make it unique, credible, and action-driven. Rewrite this in the tone of Adam Earhart. Add more urgency and emotional pull. Better yet, if you share your brand tone or website copy with it, ChatGPT will learn your voice and adapt accordingly. It's not just about generating new text, it's about refining your voice and message consistently. And when used right, ChatGPT becomes a reliable partner. One that never sleeps, doesn't charge by the hour, and gives you unlimited iterations. You're not replacing creativity, you're supercharging it. Think of it as having a pro-level editor in your pocket, ready to transform ideas into high-converting copy whenever you need it. Action-oriented conclusion. Marketing doesn't have to be expensive or overwhelming. Sometimes, small shifts in your messaging can create massive impact. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel, just improve what you already have. So here's your action step. Take a headline, email, or ad you've recently written. Paste it into ChatGPT with the prompt, improve clarity and persuasion. Then read the result. You might be surprised how much clearer and more persuasive it becomes, without changing your offer or spending a cent. Don't let unclear words blur the brilliance of your product or service. Let AI do the heavy lifting while you focus on delivering value. Because in the end, success isn't about doing more, it's about doing what works. And this one small tweak could be what unlocks the next level of your sales growth. Thank you for watching the whole video. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos.